Perfect.
That's a good character.
We're live!
Live, you say? I will share a thing.
You can see in the back of my mouth when I do that.
There's other ways to do that.
Okay. Sorry. Wow, that got really loud because I forgot to hit the pause button. Jesus!
He can't help us.
You're not wrong.
All right.
This light.
This little light of yours?
I'm like, guys, check my throat. See if I have strep. Sorry.
No.
No, what's wrong with me? I need to drink this beer so that my behavior can be blamed on something.
Yes, that is always an answer.
Well, I don't know if it's a good one, but it is.
But it is an answer.
An answer. Oh my gosh. Here. Amanda, are you going to also be drinking beer?
Fuck you.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that was cruel.
I'm gonna go get some more Sprite.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you have any ginger snaps?
No. I know. So I'll be right back.
Okay. Yes, Jason, we started early tonight. We're just having a fucking party. It's not a podcast.
Party.
It's just like free form celebration time. We're gonna. Rissy, are you drinking?
Yes.
Sweet. So Rissy and I are drinking. Poor Amanda mixed painkillers and booze last night, and it did not go well, so she will not be drinking.
Yeah.
In fact, she may be dropping in and out of the cast, period. Full stop.
I still think her podcasting from or streaming from bed is a good idea, but
I just spilled beer all over myself.
I saw that.
Oh, God. I'm glad we catch my idiocy on camera sometimes.
Oh, well, sure. Hey, Jason, guess who just got her package from the Sephora VIB sale? It was me.
I'm good. I have one. But I wasn't that much. It was just a little teeny tiny bit.
The new Harry Potter mobile game that's like Pokemon is out.
Yeah, Harry Potter mobile game came out. Did you guys know?
No. I'm waiting for that fucking Ghostbusters game.
Wait, is it like the Pokemon like AR?
I think, things.
It is like that, Rissy.
I think.
But it's Harry Potter, obviously.
Oh. Wait, I thought it was Pokemon.
Well, the Ghostbuster thing is also like Pokemon, where like look around to find the thing. It's the same with the Ghostbusters, where you look around to find the ghost.
Well, no, I didn't realize there was a Harry Potter thing and also a Pokemon thing.
You didn't realize there was Pokemon Go?
No, I knew that, but what about Harry? Where does Harry Potter come in?
Yeah, it just came out today, honey.
Oh, so you're like, but you're finding and like collecting monsters.
Yeah, what are you finding and collecting exactly? Do you know? Sean doesn't know. I'm sure he will know.
That it has AR.
Magical beasts.
Okay, now he's not even sure what it is. You're supposed to be the Harry Potter expert in the relationship. What are you doing? Don't come in here giving me half news.
Is it Harry Kitty? I'm not half nudes.
Okay, get out of here.
Half nudes.
Oh, jeez.
Fucking weirdo. Will you come play shitty pop music on your viola?
What?
Just kidding. It was a joke. You play Chandelier. I'll sing it. He left. It's so weird. Don't know why. Jason wants to know what you got from the sale.
Oh, for the Sephora VIP sale. So I, at first I was planning on getting, like, making myself a cool Makeup Forever, the Moofy, like, custom shadow palette. And then I was like, no, fuck all of this. Because one of the colors I wanted was sold out. And I was like, I rage quit eyeshadow. So instead I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to get some really cool big ticket items that I have been interested in for a while. I've wanted just a really nice liquid highlighter. So I went ahead and shelled out for the Marc Jacobs, the coconut liquid highlighter.
I did that too.
Yes. You watched that video, didn't you?
Maybe.
Yep, with Desi Perkins.
Maybe.
And basically this woman, she's a beauty blogger, and she did a video on how to go without foundation, like a makeup look, where she basically used this highlighter like foundation. It sounds insane, but it looked so good. And I was like, that, yes. I also bought a thing of the Brazilian Boom Boom cream.
What? Yeah.
That sounds dirty.
I mean, it kind of is. It smells amazing though, and it does actually do the, I mean, I know it's only a temporary effect, but the whole tightening up your thigh skin thing. It's caffeine, like, which does the job.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is beloved by many a beauty blogger, and it smells great. And the smell actually lingers for quite a while. It's like a pistachio vanilla kind of thing.
Hey, everybody in the chat. Oh shit. Apparently, wow, I lost my. Hang on a second. There's a lot going on.
Are you having a stroke?
Oh, Josh is out. Josh, no, you don't have to quote shit. I have fucking quotes coming out my ears. You can actually just enjoy a stream for once. I know, crazy.
You just have a good time, son.
Yes, please enjoy yourself. However, guys in the chat, do you want to play a game? I would love to go. I would love to get everyone to go over to our Facebook, the Damsel Dorkington Facebook, and just comment on the post that I just posted, the one that says we're about to go live. Here, I'll comment too. Hang on. Can I change who I'm commenting as? Yes, I can. I'm going to comment as myself because I'm a real person. I'm not just the Damsel Dorkington. What up, bitches? That's
Yay!
Just comment. I don't even give a shit if you comment like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I didn't. Yeah. The more comments, the more people it will show that post to. I want more people over here. Oh, watching. Also like it while you're there. Thanks. You guys are the fucking best, PS. And also, I know some people who are in the chat right now who are going to be getting goodie bags. One of them will get to be delivered in person.
Is it going to be like McGillicuddy singing telegrams? Dan McGillicuddy?
Yeah.
Abortion. Abortion. A-B-O-R-T-I-O-N. Abortion. Abortion. You should have paid the 50%.
It's only fair.
God bless that guy, whoever he is. I don't even remember the DJ's name. I just remember the Dan McGillicuddy singing telegrams to assholes.
Oh, I was also going to share this post to the Dork Pride Worldwide. Share ... I think is what I want.
Oh, Jason, I also got the Urban Decay Peach Naked Skin color correcting fluid. With my horrifying hereditary under eye circles, I use a lot of color corrector. This shit is awesome. It is a total win. I am wearing it tonight. Like sits on the skin beautifully. Just does everything a color corrector does, meaning it doesn't cover, but it neutralizes. And so I fucking love it. Yeah, so I'm very stoked.
The braid was pulling on my head and it made it hurt.
Oh no, you poor thing.
So you guys get my...
Any headaches can lead to more vomiting, so it's best that we...
Yeah, you know. So you guys get the, at least hair-wise, the literal, I woke up like this because I haven't even brushed it. Because I don't brush my hair, actually, like, ever. So
I'm jealous. I've got to cut this thing off. I cannot take the fucking rat's nests that happen if I do not have it up for, like, an hour. I will get so much, like, just ratting underneath. It's too heavy and too fine. It's awful. It's really awful. Guys, being a girl is hard.
It is. Oh, my God.
So I actually have picked a new haircut. I think we talked about this a while ago. Did I tell you guys that I can't get in with my fucking hairstylist, so I'm going to have to find a new one?
No, she's that popular, or he?
Yeah, she is. And so I went on the website and tried to book a color and a cut.
Right.
And the first, this was several days ago. The first day, the other problem is that I work from like 10 to 6:30, which leaves every day of the week out.
Yeah.
So they're not open late enough to get in a full cut and color if I'm arriving at like 7.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the only day is Saturday. The first Saturday she had available was June fucking 6th.
I cannot even with that.
Yeah, and I can't do this. So I love her and I love what she does with my hair, but I'm hoping she'll just tell someone else in her studio what her formula is for my hair color. I've never had a bad haircut. I'm pretty not I'm not that picky, so I'm not concerned about that. Just the color, but if she tells them what to do, it should be fine. Ugh. Hair is hard.
Hair is very hard.
I don't want to hair anymore.
I does not want to hair.
That's why I color mine myself, because I can't be asked to make the appointments as often as I would need to keep up on it. So
well also red hair is so different because of the fact that the molecule is so big and it washes out so quickly. I think you're probably saving a lot of money and effort in the long run doing it yourself.
Well, my hair absorbs it. It doesn't, like, I don't lose color. It's just my hair grows so fast that like my roots show pretty quickly.
I've gone way too long, obviously. You can see my natural hair color pretty intensely in here, but
it blends nicely though.
Yeah, actually it's an ombre look.
I've gone with a dark enough red that it's okay, although it looks greasier faster because of it. That's the only bad thing. But the problem is I go lighter, whereas your red you're not really going much of a lighter.
Yeah, I don't have to do all that, like a lifting.
So I would love to do it at home, but I simply can't.
Yeah. Yeah, if I was trying to do any sort of lifting, then I would not do that myself.
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe
that shit is dangerous.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you even lift, bro?
Do you?
That should be like printed out by various colorists, like the chairs in the salon. You even lift, bro. And Jason agreed on Urban Decay. I fucking love them so much. Actually, a lot of my makeup currently is Urban Decay. I've never tried their foundations though. I got a sample though from Sephora, so we'll see.
Oh shit! I need to look at what kind of makeup I have for tomorrow because I am makeuping so hard tomorrow. Amanda, do you think you're gonna make it for that? You'll be okay?
Yeah. Oh
okay.
yeah.
I just want to make sure. I don't want to.
I figure I'm gonna do some crazy shit on my face with eyeshadow.
Yeah, don't talk about it too much.
Oh, okay.
Let the people be. For those of you who don't know, we are streaming Honey Heist tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sunday, April 29th. It's going to be at 9 p.m. Central, and it's going to be a little bit of a longer campaign. So we know that's late. Unfortunately, that's just what worked for everybody.
4 time zones to deal with, so...
I mean, the plus side is it'll be available later, so you don't have to be there live. And it won't be terribly interactive since we're going to be largely focused on the game. So if you can't be there at the time that we're actually streaming it, don't worry. You're not missing much, and it'll be available later.
It's true.
So that's what's happening. I'm really excited. I don't know about you guys. Actually, yes, I do. We're all excited.
Yes, we are.
But yeah, that's going to be really fun. We're all going to do some kind of like special makeup and whatnot. I don't think we're going to have hats, unfortunately. It's too hard. It's too hard to get hats cheaply and quickly.
Yeah. You basically have to go to a costume store, and a lot of their stuff is just so overpriced.
Yeah, for sure. But that's okay.
Jason, I am a super full coverage person for my concealer, so I use Caramask Camouflage Cream, which is pro shit made out of wax and lanolin, and it is awesome. You never hear anybody talk about it on YouTube, and I don't know why. It's basically you just have to know where to buy it in order to buy it. It's not particularly overpriced. It's not like that fucking Clé de Peau stick concealer that's $90 goddamn dollars, and it is the best shit ever. I don't know why more people don't use like professional grade foundation and concealer.
Because it's expensive.
Not always. Like, certainly not as much as, like, you know, Giorgio Armani Silk Foundation.
I don't
That's so
use that
popular.
either.
Well, no, but
for as many people as there are that do
Yeah.
use the expensive stuff, it feels like why?
Yeah, it's like why wouldn't you go out of your way to seek, like, if you like full coverage and you like, you know, like real quality, why wouldn't you go and just use what actual professional makeup artists do when they're doing people's makeup?
Well, a lot of full coverage that's made to be on camera is made to deal with the lights, and it doesn't. It's not something you would want to wear just day to day, I imagine.
There's plenty of stuff though that is made for day to day. Yeah, there is special stuff for like high definition cameras and
sure,
things like
but
that.
I mean, like I imagine most people think of it like that. Like when I think of that as being stage makeup, and that's not the same makeup that I.
Oh no!
Oh wow, we lost Amanda very abruptly.
Where did she go? Oh no!
That was very sudden and startling. I wonder if she's having another outage. She's had several internet outages that happened. The Google Fiber is not reliable, and they've happened before a podcast, and it's been like at least twice it's happened now where it's been like, oh shit, are they gonna fix it in time? And it's been fine so far.
Oh,
but I wondered when it was gonna happen and fuck us over. But you know,
I mean, sometimes it could just be the connection winking out briefly. That happens to me.
Yeah, that's for sure true. I'm sure it's likely not a full-on outage, but
here we are. She's back.
Oh my god. It's like you were never gone.
I don't know what it's doing. Like it did that right when we went live. It just like locked up and then it said, please wait, and like reloaded the window.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. I don't get it.
Jason, the brand is Keromask, Keromask, and I'm using their camouflage cream. They're a British brand, but they have a United States distribution website. And it's so good. I don't use it on any other part of my face but my under eyes. But it doesn't really crease or settle. It really looks like skin. It is intensely pigmented.
Feels like I'm wearing the skin of another person.
Well, yeah, it's awesome.
Only it's legal.
So I was explaining to John when in like a Korean beauty, there's what's called the 3 or 7 skin method, because the word for toner and the word for skin are the same thing. So and a lot of times people like to apply like several light hydrating layers, which I love. So I'm like, I put on 3 skins, and I told that to John. He was like, this sounds disturbing.
Yeah.
I'm wearing 3 skins right now.
Oh gosh. You guys.
Actually, yes.
This fucking week has been crazy. I told Amanda this, but I didn't tell you, Rissy. I fell asleep early last night on the couch. P.S. I was so tired.
Oh.
I fell asleep on the couch. Crazy early. I don't even know what time it fucking was. Slept until like 9 o'clock this morning. Eventually, I got up and then I eventually made breakfast and avocado toast with scrambled eggs because I'm a millennial.
Well, obs, yeah.
And then at like noon, I took a fucking 2-hour nap as well. And the only way I didn't go, because I woke up and I had this super weird dream that Sean and I found a baby animal, and we didn't know what kind of baby animal it was, but no one seemed to be caring for it, so we took it home, and it turned out to be a red panda, but then it got bigger. Hang on, it got bigger than a red panda, and I started teaching it sign language.
That's a pretty great dream.
I was also afraid I was going to eat the cats.
Yeah, I can see that. Although, don't they eat
bamboo?
Guys, it was a dream. What do you want from me?
I want your dreams to be biologically correct.
Yes, me too.
Anyway, I woke up from that dream and I told it to Sean. And then I was like, I'm going back to sleep now. And he was like, you should not go back to sleep. He had to get up and make me a chai tea latte so that my ass would not go back to sleep again.
Oh, wow. You guys have an
This
espresso
week.
machine?
Oh, God, no. No, I just have chai tea latte mixture from Costco, and you just add add milk. It's got caffeine in there, so. Anyway, it's pretty great, but yeah, just this whole fucking week has taken it out of me.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Need some sleep-ins.
Mm-hmm.
I slept pretty late on Friday morning, but that was because I went and saw Infinity War at 10 p.m.
Oh my God.
So
We're
got
going
back at like 1.
We're going on Tuesday, and I'm so excited.
Oh, you should be. I will say nothing more.
Yeah, I know. You better not. I'll fucking fight you. I will fuck and fight you, but not in like a good way.
Oh man.
It'll be fuck fighting. Like,
Not
yeah,
fight
take
fucking.
that, vagina. Sorry, Alan.
That's what it feels like getting my period. I'm like, I wake up and I'm just like, why does it feel like I've been punched in the cooch for 10 hours? Why is my vulva sore? I don't know. A Bulbasaur, that's another type of Pokemon, isn't it? With the Minotaur.
I mean, it is
Minotaur,
now.
Bulbasaur.
I feel like I want Rissy to rename all the Pokemons.
Like those
God.
those things where like the kid gets their aged parent to name all, like,
them.
who is this? And they're like, that's
Alexander.
Yeah.
Squiggly Bottoms or something. And yeah.
I love that shit. Or the people, like the drawings that float around of like the fake Pokemon that somebody created. Oh, they were so fucking good. There's like a single tooth with like big googly eyes and it's tooth with an F. And then there's 2 of them and it's teeth. And then there's 3. I cannot get enough of that shit.
I mean, that makes sense. That would be the names.
Tooth, teeth, threef.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty hilarious, actually.
Yeah, I sometimes if I'm feeling down, I just go look for that art and it makes me happy. Actually, I should remember that for the Dork Pride chat. What's like a meme that you love that you come back to over and over again?
Don't tell us. Just write it down.
Well, yeah.
Just saying.
But
'cause now I want to answer it because you just asked it, but I can't.
you're just going to have to hold on for one more day.
Oh, God, I'm going to punch you in the face.
For several days, really, since Wednesday.
That's true. I'm very excited about not streaming on Monday and Tuesday, though.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That sounds great.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
And Amanda and I don't have D&D this week, so.
Nope.
It'll almost be like we're normal human people with normal human lives.
Yes, ha ha ha, normal humans, ha ha. So like them we are.
Yep. Hey, do you guys want to play a game? I mean,
What
not
game?
really a game, because we can't play it because we're not with each other.
Penis shoe. I choose you.
That's not the game.
That's Jason.
I know. All right over there?
I don't think she is.
I don't think she is either.
Penis shoe.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's really fucking funny. Dicks are funny.
Well, it's been fun. We'll see you guys later. Deuces.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm
You
good.
gonna survive?
I'm okay.
You good? Alright.
Woo, I'm okay. I'm
Okay.
okay. Mm. Mm. Dicks are not that funny. Yes, they are. Okay. So what's the game?
Okay, so it's a game that I kickstarted and I received not too long ago. It's called, oh, you can't see it. My light is too bright. The Effing Truth.
Oh.
Oh, look at these.
A
Look at
card
this.
game for people who F and tell.
It's basically all about telling like sex stories.
Oh, wow. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
it's pretty great. So it has a bingo element to it, which there's these, sorry, again, with the lights. Yeah, there's these bingo cards. And so that's how you like, quote unquote, win the game. I guess you with these. I don't fully understand how the game works just yet since I haven't played it properly. But yeah, it's a sexy game with lots of sexy pictures.
Oh my!
And these sexy pictures, yeah.
Oh goodness!
Look at
There's
this
so
one's
many.
this one's my favorite. That's a penis, and that's 2 mouths.
Yup, that's pretty great.
Anyway, and there's lots of like, there's lots of like multiple people sex, and this, yeah, it's all kinds of fun. So, anyway, it's fun, but yeah. So then all the cards are like, tell a story about a time you blah blah blah.
I mean, I haven't blah 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 in years. Like,
Well, obviously,
for that shit.
But you have a memory, right?
Yes, it's true.
Amanda, are you down for this game?
I mean, my kid is right over there. Like, he is just he's got his headphones on, so.
All right, maybe we
attention.
play this game a little bit later.
Or Amanda just has to respond in like pseudo code.
In code?
Actually, that would make it even funnier.
It would. Actually, can we do something like that?
Where we all pretend there's a teenager in the room with you? Yeah.
No, just you, but sure, we can do everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Just adds a new dimension.
Let's make this the family-friendly version of the effing truth. Okay. I am fanning out the cards.
No.
Like a proper magician. Rissy, pick a card.
I pick. You have to say something, Blythe.
This one just fell, so I'm taking it. Yeah, okay. I'm about to drop all of them. Clearly, I am not a magician. Ready?
Yes.
Okay, you get a choice of what you want to tell.
Oh boy.
Okay, this is a have you ever been injured during sex, or the other one is too depressing. Let's stick with that one. The other one says, or been cheated on by your romantic partner. Girl, who hasn't been cheated on?
No shit.
It's true. It's true.
And we don't need the, yeah. No,
I think we all answered yes. So that one, we did that one.
Okay, but I really like this one. Have you ever been injured during sex?
Oh my, yes. Don't you know, young people, that once upon a time I was not nearly so old and shriveled as I am now, and the young gentleman came a-courting, and upon one such incident, well, I'm afraid that during the act of love, it came to be that I had a fucking Charlie horse. I had a Charlie horse in the middle of sex. Oh my, yes, I did. My whole calf seized up, and it was like a great spasm emanating from the lower parts of me, but not the fun kind of spasm in your lower parts. Oh, it was very embarrassing. Yes, it was. The other person laughed it off, though, so that was nice.
That is nice.
I'm not the one who's supposed to have. Yes, I'm not the one who's supposed to have stiffies.
So stupid. Amanda?
No, I don't think so.
Honestly, I can't think of a time I have been either. Like, legitimately injured.
I have a story I can tell that happened to a friend of mine.
That's just as good.
She was having some vigorous fun times, and there was something hanging on the wall above the bed, and it fell and hit her like on the head, and she actually has a scar, like a little tiny scar, but she has a scar on her forehead because it hit her and it like started bleeding, and it's like,
that thing.
Yeah,
that sucks.
Especially when people are like, how'd you get that scar?
Yeah.
And she's like, funny story. I'm not gonna tell you that story. So, but yeah.
It was a bear attack.
Yes.
Yeah. Roar!
I tripped and fell while I was saving orphans from a burning building.
Mm-hmm.
Of bears. The building was made of bears.
I thought the bears were on fire.
Bears.
Oh, God, we were all confused.
Actually, we were all correct. Everything was bears.
It's true.
Even the fire was bears.
It was bears.
Yeah.
That fire sure is made of bears. Yep.
They were looking for honey inside the orphanage.
They were.
Inside the bear orphanage.
That's not appropriate. I'm going to report you. Because you're talking about inappropriate things in relation to orphans.
Oh, God. Sure. What was I thinking?
I've got orphan honey. The bears envy me.
I'm really enjoying the chat.
Yeah, there's
Elvis has got it in the eye. Did you get it in the eye? Did you get your own jizz in your own eye? Because if you did, that's talent. And I'm
that. Oh wow, yeah.
Jason says low-hanging ceiling fan. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh no, oily junk with burning. You know, there's all kinds of like spicy lube that's meant to enhance feeling, but I assume it's got some form of like pepper oil in it. So JD, that's possibly what happened there.
Ooh, I was at some sort of outdoor event, and there were like, I don't know if I've shared this story before. There was a porta potty, and somebody had spilled like some sort of cinnamon oil on something, and I got a little bit on my hand.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
And then wiped.
Oh no!
And like had gone out, and it was just like, why do I feel like my crotch is on fire? Like
Enter
it
the
was
field of
one of the
STDs.
worst pains I've ever. It's like, this is, who did this? Who hates everyone?
Yeah,
That
no
they,
shit.
yeah. Because it was like right on where the toilet paper was in there. Like on the,
dang.
yeah, so
Fucking
there was,
hippies.
and it was dark, so there was no way to like really see. Because obviously, I would not have put my hand in a wet blob of who knows what in a dark porta potty if I had been able to see it.
I've definitely like elbowed people on accident during sex, though. I will say that, but I don't know if I've ever.
People's elbow.
Yeah, exactly. You're not doing it right. Ah!
You have to give
I
them people's
said to
eyebrows
the left. Anyway. Well, I'm glad one of us had a story for that. I'm shocked that Amanda and I, with as much sex as the two of us have had. Amanda, we should have sex together and get injured on purpose so we have stories
Agreed.
later.
Okay.
I love that I didn't even finish the statement. Rosie was like, yeah, you two should have sex.
Oh my god, you guys. Oh wow, we've got some new entries in the chat.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Sean Palmer broke a bed and both of us ended up with a bunch of sore spots. My goodness. Also
That
fire and ice condoms. Oh.
Yeah, that was a popular thing for a while. Like they were really pushing.
Was it like icy hot? Did you just put icy hot on your dick?
I hope not. But
I
yeah,
assume it's more like the, what is it, the mints that you're supposed to eat and then
and then blow a dude.
yeah.
Or a lady, I suppose.
That's true.
Yeah. But
I don't want menthol in my junk.
No, not really. I like to not put weird random things there.
I'm like, is my cooch a woman in an ad for Virginia Slims? No, it is not. I'm not putting any menthol in there. God damn it.
All right, I have a new one for you.
Okay.
All righty.
This is another, have you ever, pick one. Have you ever made or received a booty call? Okay, let's be honest. Who hasn't received a booty call? But that's okay. If you have anything memorable, you can tell it. Or have you had sex with someone more than 10 years your senior?
Oh. Well, I can answer the second question. No, I have not.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah. No, 10 years actually, or just shy of 10 years is my maximum. So actually almost the same birthday.
Yeah, 9 years my senior, but 12 years my junior.
Oh, interesting.
Nice.
Not the same person.
That would have been how that would work.
I was gonna say, that'd be some time traveler's wife shit where like two versions of them have gone to various times to have sex with you. Like once when they were younger and once when they were older.
Yep.
Rissy?
But yeah, no, I slept. I had one guy, the evil gnome, Professor Adam Fairhead, was 9 years and change my senior.
I lost my virginity to a dude who was a full 10 years older than me.
Oh wow.
And then went through a while, especially when I was younger, where just dudes my age were A, not interesting, and B, not interesting.
I mean, they also
It got better.
Right. But there's also the whole like I'm a recreate that scene from Species where she sticks her whole tongue like out through the back of the guy's neck. Right. That is definitely a thing the younger dudes think is awesome, and I'm like, nope, nah, get that back in its hole.
Yeah, for sure.
That gross fucking thing. You stop that now.
Yeah, but I've definitely fucked at least 3 people that are more than, or at least 10 years my senior. So 3 I can think of off the top of my head, which means probably more. Okay.
I mean, I've been hit on by somebody who commented on my breasts.
Well, no shit. We've all been hit on by dirty old men.
No, but okay, this guy was like 90 years old, 92.
Yeah.
And I was 19 or 20, and so
I was gonna say, it doesn't matter. Considerably younger, even if it happened yesterday.
But okay, the trick was the fun part was that this was when I worked in a cash handling business with my best friend. We were both working there, and he brought us candy and flowers one day. We liked him a lot because he was a sweet old guy who'd come in every so often, like once a month. And then once he came in and gave us like candy and flowers, we were like, oh, so sweet. And then we read the note that he left, and it was dirty.
Yikes.
Yeah. And it was like, oh, you've ruined it. It's all over now. That's that. So, yeah. There was a lot of like boob talk. And Blythe, is this your sexy old guy dance?
Yeah.
That's which is also like the Carlton? Really similar. Are you saying you would fuck Carlton?
I mean, he's not the worst thing.
That's true. And he actually probably hasn't aged so badly.
Jason says now you have to tell. Yeah, what did that note say?
So it talked about how much he liked us and how amazing Melissa's bosoms were, and I have big ones too. How he would really like to be our man.
Both of your mans.
Yeah. I'm like, you're 92 years old, bro.
He could probably, could he keep up with one of you, let alone both of you?
No, I think maybe that's how he wanted to die.
Oh, God.
I was going to say,
you were doing him a kindness.
The fact that he was frequenting a check cashing place probably meant he didn't have a lot of money.
Right.
I imagine. So there's not even that to...
No, to sweeten the pot, so to speak. And he was also like a foot shorter than each of us.
I mean...
So, yeah, that was some weird shit that happened.
That sounds like some weird shit, honestly. That's a little, yeah. Yeah, and what do you do? Like, it sucks when it's people that come into your job and there's like nothing you can do. You have to continue being nice to them.
Right. Yeah. And it's like, I enjoyed being nice to you when I thought you were okay, but now you've made it creepy and weird.
Now also, you're not so harmless.
Nah, yeah. I mean, like, I could have picked him up with one hand and broken him in half over in my knee, but...
Yeah, sure, but still.
That's probably bad for business.
Generally, yeah. I mean, although he was small, it would have been really easy to hide
the body?
Yeah, there wasn't much to him.
Yikes.
He was very slight.
This took a...
But it was all dick.
All dick.
All dick.
Okay, here's another story for you. Or another question for you, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever penetrated someone anally with a penis, dildo, or sex toy? Yes. Obviously, the penis doesn't apply for us. Whoa, Amanda, straight out of the gate. Yeah?
Yep.
Someone else?
Yep.
Someone else.
Sorry, I meant not yourself, but I realized it sounded like I was asking other than me.
I was like,
I didn't take it as you were asking other than you.
Yeah, I assumed you meant like that Amanda routinely puts her hand up her own ass.
Well, you can show toys up there. I'm just saying, it's not just a hand thing.
I actually accidentally shoved my finger up, my thumb up Clint's ass on accident. Not very far.
How do you accidentally? There's some major resistance there, Rissy.
Well, maybe it wasn't as resistant as it should have been. I don't know why.
Stop using his name. It makes me skeeved out.
I can say the professor.
I think that's too kind.
JR.
Sure, why not?
All right, I like it. JR it is. But it basically happened the same way that I kind of did that to my cat. Only that was my pointer finger. I was like,
why like constantly accidentally
violating people's
sodomizing against
the thing is, she was into it. So I was like kind of absentmindedly trying to pet her, and then my finger encountered something kind of grainy, and I was just like, poke, 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 and this isn't furry at all. And according to the guy that was there at the time, she was just like,
oh God,
yeah. And I was just like, ah! I was poking Kitty's leather Cheerio.
Gross.
Yeah,
you washed afterwards.
So only one of those incidents was sexual. Well, I guess it was sexual to the cat. She was apparently super into it.
I regret asking this question.
Yeah.
My work here is done.
I regret you asking it as well.
What about you?
Yeah, girl. I have totally done that. I will not say much more about it. Amanda, do you want to say much about yours?
I mean, there's not anything super interesting.
Was it like a requested thing, or did it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, okay. Do we have any? Oh, no one's answering that question. Surprising, literally no one in the chat.
It's okay. We understand.
Oh, I love this one. Have you ever given or received a snowball?
Oh, no, actually.
I know, me neither.
No.
That is something
that only happens in porn because
pretty sure.
There's definitely people out there who would ask for it, of course. Like, fetishes exist. All of them exist in one form or another. But yeah, I've just never...
I feel like also a lot of those things people are into it before they've actually come. And then once they are, and they're like, ugh.
Right.
Then they're like, yeah, I don't actually want that now. Like, I just want to talk about it, but maybe don't actually,
Yeah, that's one of those probably fantasy better left in the mind. Like,
right.
Yeah, I hadn't actually thought about that. Yeah, because if you've already come, it's like...
Right. Being part of, like, dirty talk, like, oh, I'm going to do this, or you're going to do this. And then afterwards you're like, I don't actually...
No, that was fun fantasy times that we just had.
Interesting. I never actually thought about that.
Yeah,
how about you guys?
That's above my pay grade.
Anyone enjoy snowballing? I don't know. I think, if somebody wanted, like, if somebody requested it, I would probably be like, I guess I've already got it in my mouth anyway. Sure, if that's what you're into.
Like, I don't.
It's a little gross, honestly. Spitting into anything into anyone's mouth is a little gross, but
not if you enjoy role playing as sexy baby birds.
I don't.
I super don't. This isn't really about a blanket statement. It's about a for me statement.
Why do you keep trying to bring animals into your
I don't know.
Times,
I'm certainly not working up to gorillas.
Yeah.
Working up. Gross. Let's see. What else do we have here?
I think that question, the snowball question, is a little bit rough, right? Because odds are that's like playing a game of Never Have I Ever, and everybody being like, nope, nope, no, nope, 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 and then the one person who has is gonna be like, should I actually admit this? Like, this is a game that, like, for maximum results should be done with a decently high level of intoxication.
Well, yeah, it's also is a game you want to play with, like, pretty close friends. And I'm skipping, like, really, really, like, and there's one that straight up was like, have you ever done anything or like, what are you embarrassed about in a sexual situation? We don't need to go there. Like, if you're embarrassed about it, we probably don't want to. Now, okay, all right, I guess.
Don't want to do that. That's just one of those, like, I know it's only trapped air, but that doesn't make it not sound like farts.
I mean, I can queef on command, so
yeah, I can
that
too.
is impressive.
Well, I have to get into a very specific position to make it happen.
Me too.
But I can do it.
Yep.
See, that wasn't so hard.
What?
I don't find that. I mean, like.
No. Yes.
Put your mic down there. I didn't hear it. Do it again.
Yeah.
It's funny that, you know, this game should be played with close friends.
They don't sound like that, though.
No, just kind of splatty. But actually, I think this game would be hilarious amongst perfect strangers. Like, if you needed a team building exercise, a way to force an immediate sense of intimate connection between people, I would be curious to see how that would play out.
I mean,
because there's also a certain freedom in being around people that you don't know, especially if you might not ever see them again.
Yeah.
Oh God, sorry.
If I were wandering around a convention at like 3 in the morning or something, looking for something to do, and there was a gaming table full of a bunch of strangers and this game, right? I would totally get down on that. Because again, none of these people fucking know you or have any idea who you are, so you can be free with all of your secrets.
Well, if we're at a convention,
well,
oftentimes those people do know who we are.
Yes.
I mean, some place like, I don't know.
Oftentimes those people have also already heard our stories. So.
Yeah.
Although we haven't shared all of them.
Well, no,
so many of these things that we're discussing right now are new and exciting for me.
But they're not things that I like wouldn't share in, I guess, like either it's a thing that I don't care about and we'll just, like, I'm not going to go into very specifics, but.
Sure.
Yeah. I feel like it's stuff that I'm willing to talk about or not, and the audience doesn't. I mean, the audience matters. I'm not going to like start telling stories to my boss or something like that, but.
Queefing, Josh says, queefing on command. I think we have our new Patreon goal.
No, it's a ringtone.
Yes, yeah.
I'm not sure how that would work with the IUD though. So I haven't tried.
Would that affect it?
I mean, no, but also it makes me. I don't know. I haven't done it.
Make you leery of the idea that you might accidentally blast it out of your cooch if you queef too hard?
No, it is stuck
I was
up
gonna
there.
say,
it is not coming out.
I don't think the air gets up
It's
that
not
far
actually
to
like
begin
so
with.
too. I assume that it can't
into
get past
your. No,
at
no,
the
it cannot.
surface.
Interesting. Amanda, I love that both of us know a very specific way to queef. I have a friend who can queef doing nothing. She can just suck air in and blow it back out, which is crazy to me.
I discovered that when I was pretty young.
Yeah?
Like, my brothers had a bunk bed, and so we were like sitting and like on our backs with our feet up on.
Yeah.
And it was like, I can make a farting sound. This is pretty funny.
That's not my butt.
It's my front butt.
I do love calling it front butts, not gonna lie. Yeah, interesting. I think I guess I probably learned it pretty early too, because I think we were doing like shoulder stands in dance class. So get those hips up there.
Oh yeah.
And it opens things up.
Yep.
I think pretty much anybody can do it if they can get up into that position. It's just that many people haven't realized it yet.
That's true.
Everyone can queef, including you. We should write another children's book.
You can queef. Here's Jill. See Jill queef. Queef, Jill. Queef.
Oh, goodness.
And it's just like a stick drawing of some girl with a look on her face, and she's like,
No, but you have to draw like her some flappy labes. You have to give her like a.
We're not gonna draw porn.
No, not porn. Just like stick figure and then with labia.
If labia's involved, it's pretty much porn.
Yeah.
I mean,
It'd
it's
have to
okay
be-
to teach kids about their body parts.
I mean, sure.
Also, I mean, we have to have a place for the you know, bubble, the speech bubble to emerge from.
Gross.
No.
Would you prefer stink lines? Perhaps some cartoon moths?
No. That's something different.
Actually, I really... Maybe that glass of wine is hitting me now. I love the cartoon gag of, like, opening up a pocket and having, like, white moths fly out. I've always wanted to be able to do that with various orifices of mine.
You're weird.
Yeah. I just think it would be so funny. Somebody's like, well, let's look in your butthole for gold. And all that comes out is moths. And they're like, nope, she's poor. She's poor like a Depression-era cartoon.
You have weird fantasies.
That's true.
I do. But, I mean, sometimes people hide gold in their buttholes, right? It's not completely illogical.
I mean, you're not wrong, I guess.
Right? So what if I was captured by bandits and they were like, oh, well, we know that she was consorting with them there rustlers what had them golds. If she's got it, it'd be in her butthole.
Oh my God.
Search.
Guys, can we write queefing for dummies?
Yes. Yes, we can. Queefing for dummies. What would be great is to make a, you know, a book, like a perfect thing that actually looks like a real book, and then just put it on a bookshelf in with all the other For Dummies books, and like film people walking by and see how long it takes somebody looking at it to be like, what? Queefing for Dummies? Well, this is the first I'm hearing of this.
I would love it.
Jason, I'm queefing right now. I do not queef it in the toilet.
I do not queef it in the toilet.
I'm queefing right now.
But you could. That'd be
Yes,
a totally
Jill. Everyone
appropriate
queefs.
place to queef would be in the toilet.
Oh boy.
Oh gosh.
I also like the idea of a 1950s educational film. That would be pretty great.
I would like a queefing video for trainables.
So, next question.
Yeah, I hear you.
But you don't hear me queefing.
Because the microphones aren't close enough.
That's true.
I'm trying to find a good one. Nope. Have you ever had sex with a virgin?
Oh man, like
Chrissy's like so many. I've never had sex with a non-virgin.
I mean, you know, I'm a geeky woman. I like to date my own kind, and it just kind of follows that a lot of those guys are going to be pretty inexperienced, especially by comparison. And usually when I date, I'm interested in something long-term, right? So I have no problem being the instructor and knowing that, you know, this is supposed to improve over time kind of thing. So absolutely. Yeah, actually fully half of my sexual partners have been virgins.
Not a single one.
Not a single one, even as a good little Mormon girl.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
I
That
know.
is actually surprising.
It's pretty crazy.
They weren't good little Mormon boys.
Ah, yes. The paradox.
Also, I wasn't a good little Mormon girl.
Well, I'm sure. I mean, you were at one point.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't having sex then, obviously. That's how that works.
Blythe.
Oh, yeah, girl. I mean, only one, actually. That's
Oh, I know who that is.
true.
Okay.
You do know who that is.
I do. Oh, wow.
But yes, I only de-virginized. Wow, I'm not even halfway through this beer. I only
Deflowered?
de-virginized is what I was saying. I think I tried to combine both of them.
Ha.
One person, Uno. And he still to this day has me blocked and runs away forever at the same conventions. So
Real mature,
sorry.
bro.
Sorry.
To all the nerds I've loved before. Hey, you're not virgins anymore.
That's fun. What about? Oh gosh, yeah. There's a lot of no's out there. We got a lot of no's in the chats. Josh says virginectomy.
Surgery.
That's amazing.
Awkward.
Oh, here. Oh, okay. All right. Have you ever experienced squirting?
Yes.
Yes, but I didn't know it at the time.
You think you just peed yourself?
No, I didn't notice what was going on until later, and I'm like, oh, I left a lot of liquid here.
There's a lot of liquid here.
We'd had sex with someone on their exercise bench, and and I was like, there's like at least a centimeter of standing liquid here.
Oh no.
It was not pee though.
Well, you think it's not.
I mean, I know it's mostly made from pee, but it's not the same thing. It's not like I was like, time to pee!
Sure.
But yes, the squirting substance is mostly pee.
Yeah. Sorry to ruin that for you, boys.
Yep.
I don't think they care.
You're probably right.
Yeah, I think if it weren't for the exercise bench, I would never have noticed. If it weren't a bed, I would have just thought it was sweat or, something along those lines.
Well, it would have probably been absorbed more as well. So
yeah, but
yes, but also if you're just on a sheet, that shit spreads. Yeah. Like the first time it happened to me, I was like, holy shit. Because when you spill a little bit of water, especially on a bed, it just immediately spreads out and gets soaked into the sheet. And so it looks like a way bigger surface area than it actually was. So yeah, it was like the first time I ever ever saw that had happened. I was just like, oh my god, am I dying? Oh my god.
I was gonna say, how many women think that like if you don't know what squirting is and this happens, you're like, am I hemorrhaging? Did my water break? Am I one of those 8 months pregnant and nobody knew type of stuff? End up in the ER, like, what happened? Well, all this fluid came out of me. I think I may be pregnant. No, you just had good sex. Stupid kids.
Stupid kids. What do you know about sex and squirting?
Sex, squirting, and you, partners in freedom.
Squirting for dummies.
We're gonna have a whole series.
Right?
It's part of a larger series.
Yes.
Josh asked, did I follow standard gym protocol and wipe it down? Absolutely.
I would be really upset if you didn't.
Yeah.
Like, mostly I was embarrassed. So before the other person could see, I just went whoop with my hand and I'm like, whoop.
Oh no. That doesn't count as wiping it down properly though.
Well, no, but yeah, I was just like, we're just gonna, Yeah, I'd never had that happen before. And so I was just like, I don't know how to talk about this. What if he's like, this bitch peed on me?
Oh, young, awkward sex. I do not miss it. I hated that. Yeah, back in the day when it was just like, you're embarrassed by things that wouldn't even make you bat an eye now.
Right.
And you're trying to hide shit. And you don't know if something is normal or not.
Oh, yeah. Well, and thinking thinking back to like my beautiful 25-year-old self, oh, one of my areolas is larger than the other. What if he thinks I'm hideous? Oh no. Just being worried about that level of shit. I really do wish I could go back in time and slap myself and be like, you are the hottest bitch ever. You need to act like it. Quit worrying about that shit.
Oh, okay. I'm about done with the sex questions. Amanda, you answered those all pretty openly.
Yeah.
Any desire to elaborate?
On what? Oh, her squirting experiences? Yeah, Amanda, you want to try to tell a squirting story without making it clear to your son that it's a squirting story?
It could be about Pokemon. You could talk about Squirtle.
Squirtle!
I think that'd make it weirder, actually.
Well, it could be like your Squirtle and your partner is another type of Pokemon. Is Penis Chew or who?
No, I had a partner who was really good at making me.
Yeah, it can happen.
Yeah, and so and he was really into that. So just like we get the towels and lay them down.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah, like
Oh, wow. Yeah, people who have sex towels as a standard thing is
Sex
crazy.
towels.
I know.
I
I'm like,
definitely do not have one next to my bed right now.
yeah. I'm like, I've got like 2 or 3 that's all they're for. Ever.
Oh, you guys. Nobody tell Sean. I love that I'm saying this on a public podcast. I bought a new toy that I'm really excited about.
Aww.
I hope he's not listening. So there's this company who makes sex toys specifically. They're designed by women for women.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be Bad Dragon. You were gonna be like, so guys, there's this company. I'm like, oh no, what's about to? Sorry, I interrupted.
No, girl. No, it's all good.
Oh.
But yeah, they're these really cool, just a really cool company. They're fairly pricey, but and that's fine. I don't buy toys very often. But this is so cool, you guys. I've never seen anything like it. So it's like a little vibrator, but it's small. It's like this big. And flat. It's not like, sorry, that looked like long. No. It's like
a disc?
Yeah. And then it has like little wings on it. This is so crazy.
Did you buy a golden snitch for your snatch?
Yeah, essentially.
Do you have it? Can you just show us?
No, I don't have it yet.
Oh, okay.
But you actually,
I guess if you had it already, it wouldn't be a surprise to Sean.
right, that's true.
Yeah.
It's for use during penetrative sex.
Oh, wow.
Which I was like, interesting. Okay, tell me more. But the wings are actually to keep it in place, and you slide it under your libs, basically,
Oh, wow.
and it sits right on top.
How interesting.
Yeah. And so then it supposedly like stays there, and
I'm gonna want a product review.
and it has different. Oh, girl,
Yes.
please! It has like different settings and stuff, and it won't be affected while you're
Oh,
having
wow.
penetrative sex. So I was just like, or it can just be used as a hands-free, like
Right.
Sure.
So you can drive or talk on your cell phone.
exactly.
That's usually what I do.
Right. Like, or maybe both, but I don't know. That'd probably be a lot of distractions.
Yeah.
That's true. But if you're having phone sex,
Oh, yeah. Good point.
anyway. But yeah, so that'll be really interesting. So
That sounds so cool. I'm like actually super curious. I cannot wait to hear how this works.
yeah, they have another product that they just came out with that's like for the like you put it's a little vibrator that you put like between your fingers. So you hold it between your fingers and I'm gonna have to send you guys a link. It's really neat. Now
Also,
that
that sounds like a fun thing to just have about your person, even if you haven't used it for sex. Like, I'm a wizard.
it's made by a company called Dame Products. So if you want to look into it, you can see they literally have like 2 designs and they kickstarted stuff.
Oh,
But yeah, and they're like I said, by women for women, which down with that.
heck yeah.
So I'm excited. And they have hassle-free returns within 60 days.
Oh, nice. I hope they have an autoclave.
I don't know what that means.
I don't think they reuse them. I'm sure they throw them away.
An autoclave is a powerful, high pressure and temperature thing that cleans surgical tools, scientific instruments, that kind of stuff. Designed to pretty much, it can kill nearly anything. Not freons, though.
I thought you were talking about you were hoping that they sold one, and I was like,
but they
why?
sell sexy autoclaves. This we call the clam steamer.
I mean, thanks, Gwyneth.
That dumb bitch. Oh, wow.
What color did you get?
I got the quartz one. I actually wanted the green one, but I got the quartz one because it was going to ship faster.
Oh, yeah. I was like, by like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I wanted it now.
Yeah. Understandable.
Wow. So yeah, I'm so excited about it.
Oh, man. That sounds really cool.
Yeah. And because the last time I've tried to purchase things, I bought things specifically that'll have like different settings on them. And then they arrived, and surprise, they super don't.
Oh, it goes from like jackhammer to.
Oh, it doesn't go
Planet
to
Explorer?
anything. It goes from off to on.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, it specifically said. I was mad, but it was cheap, so it wasn't even worth returning. So, like, fine, whatever. But
Jerks.
yeah, so we'll see. I feel like I was gonna tell you guys something, but I don't know what it was.
Is there another sex toy?
No. No, that's all. As far as sex toys go.
This is the sex toy news on the march.
Sex is fun. Toys are fun. Sex toys are even more fun.
Germans think they have the spear of destiny, but it appears to have been broken. Womp womp.
I don't know what we're referencing, but I agree.
World War II.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought it was like never mind.
Well, so a lot of top German officials were super into all kinds of freaky occult shit, which is why the plot line of Raiders of the Lost Ark is not actually as ludicrous as it may seem. And so there actually were Nazis trying to find the spear of destiny, the spear that pierced Jesus' side, and use it for the benefit of the German army. That was a thing that happened.
And that's weird.
Yep. It sure is. It's weird to think, like, these are the people who created rocket technology, you know, that, as we know it, that made up the US and Soviet space programs, right? But they're also like, let's get this religious artifact that Jeebus will help us win.
Jeebus will help us win.
Yes, that's how Nazis talk.
Jeebus help us all.
I think the existence of all three of us is proof that Jeebus died in vain, but
You're probably not wrong. Fucking hot messes. Speaking of hot messes, Amanda had to bail Amanda had to bail for a minute.
Oh,
Poor thing, she's so sick she had to go lay down. Which is good, because I don't want her puking on camera.
No.
As fun as that sounds. Oh, I think now there's lots of people here. I can announce that our giveaway
Yes.
officially ended.
Oh shit. And no one won anything. No.
And no one won anything. I get to keep it all for myself.
No, we could make it like a parental thing, and the only thing the naughty children won was spankings and no dinner.
Yeah, that. Lots of the winners are in the chat right now.
Oh shit.
So, Jason DeMott is winner.
Yay!
Kevin Larson. Jay Teller.
What?
Jeremy Hanna.
Oh shit.
Jason Sanchez, who he
Oh my
already
God.
knew, because I told him I was going to be hand delivering one, and you know that's you. Zachary Drake.
Oh my god.
Gordon Nelson. John Latch.
Look at her.
Justin Mansfield.
Oh my goodness.
And Alec Teller.
Yay, winners.
Yeah.
Yay.
So I'll be reaching out to everyone to kind of get a feel for what you have, what you don't have, what you just want more of, and we'll tailor all of your packages.
Hey, oh.
Especially to whatever you want. You're welcome. I mostly just want to get rid of shit, so.
You're not putting actual shit.
I mean, if that's what they want.
I mean,
sure. I said I'm going to tailor make it for them, so. Far be it from me to question what people are into.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I know.
Your very own damsel-made Alaskan pipeline. Shipped to you in dry ice.
Yeah, by the time it arrives, I don't know if it'll still be a pipeline so much as
No, you can get shipped stuff on dry ice fairly
so much as a floppy tube.
There's a poop in my tube.
Gross. Oh my gosh. So I went through today to find thumbnails for all the images or all the videos that we streamed on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. I like the one that you picked of me. Like,
Yes! I was so happy because when Justin posted it in, I think, Dork Pride Worldwide, or maybe I was on, I don't remember. It doesn't matter. I saw it and you were like that, and I thought it would stay that way, but I was wrong. And so Justin Mansfield was like, this is the screenshot for me. Like, this is the screen cap. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. And I was like, oh no. So yes, it was this one that I was loving. And then when I went in and I was like, choose a screenshot. What are my options? I had to dig for it, but it was there. And I was like, yes! It made me very happy.
It made me happy too. I saw that. I'm like, did that happen by chance? It's perfect. I love it.
Super happened by chance. I could not be bothered to go find it myself. They happen to have it already. So.
Well, thank you for being there last night, you know, like just in case of support, right? In case something happened. That was,
that girl.
It was a lot of fun. I had a blast, and I have got so much new reading material.
That's good.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have some fun erotica times to talk about on the podcast. So thank you, friends, for joining me and for, you know, sharing your loves with me, since you let me share my hate with you.
But what if they shared your loves with you? What if they shared, God damn it, words are hard. What if they shared their loves with you, but you wind up hating it?
I mean,
what then?
I've already mentioned certain things that I hate that I know a lot of people love. Okay. And then a lot of these are books that none of us have read. And others are things that, like, the concept is so amazing, where even if it wasn't written all that well, I think I would still love it just because somebody actually wrote this. Like that book, Hazel in the Hive, about a girl who has sex with a swarm of sentient bees, right? It wouldn't matter, you know, how quality the writing was. Yeah, just the fact that it exists is enough for me.
It's offensive.
I love it.
No, its entire existence offends me. And I know nothing about it other than what you just said.
Apparently it was booted off of Amazon. The cover art is gorgeous though. Somebody paid an artist pretty well for that. It looks actually like a middle grade book because it's like a girl like in a cute outfit, and there's like a swarm of like bees that, I mean, it doesn't look like they're attacking her. It looks like they're like talking or something. And I'm like, this looks like a fucking young adult novel. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Hazel is of legal age. I don't remember though.
I hope so.
Yeah,
it's weird if she's not.
Yeah, and the thing is that it's nearly impossible to market erotica if everybody isn't an adult in it. Like, I don't even know the rules actually for writing about sex between high schoolers if it's not specifically erotica. I'm like, I could see how that could get in legal weirdness, like. And there might be differences between saying that characters had sex versus, you know, actually describing what happened.
It. Yeah, that makes sense.
I really don't know what the rules are for that, and I hope never to find out.
I hope you never need to know, Rissy.
Yeah, like, ew, gross. High schoolers are the worst.
Amen, sister. I can't. Can you imagine trying to write weird, awkward, fumbling sex, but still sexy?
Yeah, it was hard enough just doing it.
Yeah, right?
In the first place.
God, that's so true. Oh, gosh. Josh in the chat points out that we are up to $905 per month.
Oh, my God. That dick has a big red head. Woot, woot.
I haven't posted it yet, but that's true.
That's so great. Oh, wow. Holy shit. What a wild ride it has been.
Yeah, for sure. There's going to be so much content.
Like that.
We have so much shit that we're going to have to create. It's fucking crazy town.
I'm really excited about those fucking ringtones. Oh, did you hear last night? There's going to be a new one.
No, I guess I missed that.
So saying the name for Suki Stackhouse's hometown.
Yes. I did hear that. Yes. Yes. Do you know what's going to make me really happy? Is when patrons who weren't there last night, or better yet, patrons of the future,
Patrons of the future!
When they come to the page and they're like, Bon Toms, what is this? And they click on it and it's just you going.
Bon Toms.
And they're just like, what is this? Why? What? And I will give them no explanation, for they do not deserve it. Okay, I love you
And
guys.
of course, in my mind, they download it. You know, they were just downloading a bunch of stuff and they forgot about it. And that's the one when like they get a call in the middle of like giving a presentation at work and they can't figure out how to turn it off. So their phone is just Bon Toms, Bon Toms, Bon Toms. Everyone's like, what is that? What is your ringtone? That sounds horrible. Are you a monster?
That's crazy. So the $950 level that we came up with once you motherfuckers pushed us past 900, which is all we had planned for, I think we might actually keep that.
Oh, as a goal.
As a $950 goal.
That's, yeah. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about it.
Pretty excited.
I'm pretty excited. For those of you who are not aware, the $950 goal was and shall remain.
Always will be a live action webcomic.
Which is going to be so weird and kind of surreal, but that's our jam.
Yes, yeah.
Weird and surreal is that thing. But yes, so we will be creating the panels of a webcomic.
Blenny Blorcade.
Blenny Blorcade. We're not calling it that. Rissy's calling it that. We're not calling it that. Yeah, we'll be creating the panels of a webcomic, but in video format. It's gonna be weird, y'all. We haven't decided if we're gonna use a green screen yet or not. We'll see. Oh man, I'm really looking forward to it though, honestly. It's gonna be so weird. Just so fucking weird.
It's been a long time since we got to film anything that was truly weird, truly strange.
That is true, and I love that we've come up with an idea that we can shoot separately and we don't have to be together to do. That's realistically like our biggest fucking problem in life is like, what can we do where we can do it from literal countries away from one another?
Yes, right?
So.
Phone sex? We can do that?
We could do phone sex. It would be real weird.
Yeah. I mean,
we could we could get the three of us on a call and then we could let other people listen to it, but not talk.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It would just be us doing Foley work. Like, here's me fapping. I can't.
See, my problem is I wouldn't be able to stop going, queef.
Oh, God. It's so dumb. Oh, man. There was in Scoop Group, my Ice Cream Social fan group, basically. Somebody posted, like, do you guys remember, like, cyber sex? And everybody was coming in with just, like, ASL, and I mentioned, of course, dolphinsex.org.
Obviously, yeah.
So I was like, yeah, that's where I learned most of what I know about sex. That and dolphinsex.org. Anyway, and so we were just having a really fun conversation about cyber sex. Although I do, like, the thing that I love that will never get old is the fucking I put on my robe and wizard hat guy.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh, that guy. He was such a delight. I wonder where he is now.
Right?
Does anybody know that guy? I need to where is he now?
Somebody needs to put together and like a memes of, early memes. Where are they now? Actually, somebody worked really hard and finally tracked down the goatsy dude.
Oh.
That was within like the past couple of years, I want to say.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah. So it's something that I'm always very curious about. Is like, who are these people and where are they?
Yeah, what are their lives now? I would. There's a lot I would love to hear about, actually. Let's make that happen.
I think we might need a Kickstarter for that. Kickstarter trying to find various people who are made into memes.
Oh God, I have so many questions about the Goatsy guy, but I don't want to, I don't want to.
You don't want the answers?
Yeah, I kind of don't. I mean, I realistically have more questions about the actual image and how it came to be than anything else, but I still, I want to know, but I also don't want to know.
Yeah, I understand that. It's like the Necronomicon. Like, you're tempted to read it, but you probably shouldn't. It's going to allow unholy evil into the world.
John Latch says he's having a not-so-great day, and he hopes everyone is having a better day than him. John, does it make it any better to know that you are one of the winners in the giveaway? I just announced that a couple minutes ago, probably before you were here.
Yeah.
Does that help? Hashtag helping.
Helping.
Helping. Jumping. Jason says, some things you can never unsee. God, that is so true.
Yup.
Oh, that's so true. That and rotten.com, that, there was
yeah.
Shit I came across on that where it just fucked me up for life.
That was some shit.
That was some shit, for sure. For sure.
Oh, early internet. It was like Deadwood. There's no law. There's no law in the internet.
That's true. And I mean, it still exists out there now, obviously. There's an entire subreddit devoted to cute or what's the other one? Racine, you know what I'm talking about?
Cute or?
It's cute or horrifying, basically. And
oh, yeah.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get. So those definitely exist out there. But I feel like people, when the internet was more wild, wild westy, people were trying to do that truly, to truly unsuspecting people.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. The images that looked like JPEGs, but they were GIFs.
Oh, yeah.
And it was can you find the cat in this picture? Look closely. And then you'd be staring at it. You'd be like, I can't find the fucking cat. Where's this cat? And you don't realize it's a GIF. And then all of a sudden that it was always the same fucking ghost girl would run really quickly and jerkily through and then be in your face, screaming at you.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That got me every fucking time.
Scared me so much. I hated those. I hated those so much. In fact, they made me so... they gave me so much PTSD that anytime somebody was like,
look at this cat.
There's a cat in here. Can you find it? And there really was a cat in there, and I won't even look for it. I won't look for it. I don't give a shit about the fucking cat. Put a circle around it. I'm not looking closely.
Right.
God. Anyway. Made me so upset. Oh, it made me so upset.
I mean, for a reason.
Because I was usually online at 2 or 3 in the morning and just, go to school during the day, be doing musicals at night, then come home and get on my fucking chat rooms and my AOL Instant Messenger and start surfing the web. So it would be plus I lived in a huge duplex where it was just me and my grandparents.
Oh boy.
So they would be in bed, but they would be in bed on the other side of the house. So I would be on literally opposite ends of the house is where the computer room was. And so I would be watching this shit. It would be dark as fuck. And then that would happen. Oh, and it would scare the fucking shit out of me. And then I would have to walk all the way to the other side where my bedroom was as well and go to bed and turning out the lights as I went and just being the whole
That's
time.
no good.
I hated it. Oh, I hated it.
Yeah, the turning out, I'm like, can't I just leave all the lights in the house on?
Well, it was worse when I moved into the basement.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
No. So much worse. And the only light for the basement was right at the stairs. So I would have to turn off the light and then walk to my room.
Oh, that's the worst.
So there were nights when I would walk to my room, turn on any light I could get my hands on, walk back, turn the light on, and then or turn the light for the rest of the basement off, and then run with a little bit of light filtering through from
Right,
my
well, yeah, because if you have at least some light, then the things can't get you. Like, they can only emerge in pure darkness.
Yeah,
but
it's
they're
bad.
fast. They're fast.
It's really bad.
Yeah, I'm like, don't people understand their, children and grandchildren's incredibly irrational fear of being devoured by demons that live in the dark? Jeez.
God. And everything that was scary was also in the basement. We had our washer and dryer down there.
Oh, scary. Yeah.
Plus, the pilot, the pilot light. So all of our heating.
Oh, so sounds. There were the
yeah.
sound. Yeah.
So it was terrifying.
It sound like breathing or things like that. Did you have any mannequins down there?
Oh, thank God, no. But
or dressing dummies?
Well, there were racks and racks of costumes.
Oh no, that's almost as bad.
Yeah, so definitely, things to hide in and shapes that certainly can look like bodies if you're looking at them from the right angle.
Right.
Plus, I had an uncle who liked to fuck with us, and he lived across the street.
Oh no.
One day, he did put a mannequin in my mom's room, and this was,
that'd be grounds for murder.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
No children convict her.
He stuffed a mannequin, and then at the time they had Kansas City Chiefs masks. There were those cardboard masks you could print out and punch out the eyes and be your favorite Chiefs player.
Yeah.
And so he put that on it. So she came home super late, and it just looked like a huge fucking black guy in her room. Yeah, he's a real fucking piece of shit.
Oh wow, yeah,
He used to come and knock on the window when I was having sleepovers.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
Yeah. Real stand-up gentleman whom I love very much. So yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That no.
It's not great.
I'm glad to know I'm not the only one who is that afraid of the dark, though, because I totally am. Still, to this day.
Yeah, no, I in fact, if I am going to bed by myself, and I know Sean's probably going to be playing video games for a while, I will still turn on the closet light and close the door most of the way.
Mm-hmm.
And I pretend it's for him for when he comes to bed so he can have a little bit of light to see, but it's not. It's for me. I'm scared.
Yeah, me too. And the thing is, I need absolute darkness to fall asleep, but
that's why you get a mask.
Right, but yeah, I cannot fall asleep, if I'm alone in absolute darkness.
Yeah, I lost my sleeping mask.
Oh no.
Previously, I don't know how one loses such a thing. It's probably just
actually, it's really easy. I lost too.
Oh, weird. Maybe they've just fallen into weird places, behind the headboard or something.
And made of slithery, satiny fabric. Oftentimes.
Yeah. So I just bought another one because the other thing is Sean. We do have a TV in our room because Sean has insomnia, so he will come into the bedroom to watch TV or play video games, and he has headphones, but the light still fucks with me.
Mm.
Or even if he's playing on his phone sometimes. So it's useful. But I feel like such a fucking princess when I put on my sleeping mask to go to sleep like a goddamn princess.
Actually, throughout the 80s and 90s, a woman wearing a sleeping mask was code for this is an uptight bitch. The only people that were shown using them they were always kind of wealthy asshole yuppies. So I think I internalized that pretty heavily. I'm sleeping masks? No, those are for bitches. Later on, I was just no, that was actually just a lot of movie people being very lazy in their characterization.
Yeah, that is true.
What they got against sleeping masks, right? We can't all, just fall asleep with light.
Some of us are princesses.
True. John Latch says, nothing beats Italian glass clowns and moonlight. Oh my God. How did you not have a heart attack and die?
That sounds awful. It's legit stuff.
Props to you for living. I think I would have gone into full cardiac arrest.
Jason DeMott, not Sanchez, has pointed out, since this is the Damselversary, I'm drinking. I remember the first time I met Blythe, she said she was binging Are You Afraid of the Dark on YouTube. That is true. I recently tried to go back and find those episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark because we had a conversation, Rissy, about an episode that I couldn't remember.
Oh, I do. Yes, yeah.
And they're all gone. Those fucking Nickelodeon pricks.
Oh, dang.
Putting copyright notifications and they're all gone. I was upset because I was like, oh yeah, they're on YouTube. I can go look it up right now. I watched all of them when I was working at Sprint.
Oh.
Oh God, that job. I literally just had like a small corner of one of my monitors and I had YouTube up constantly. And I decided to rewatch all of the Are You Afraid of the Dark episodes.
Well, at least if you were doing it at work, it wasn't during the dark.
That's true.
Right? Could be worse.
I loved that show. It scared the
Me
shit out of
too.
me when I was a kid, but
Me too. And
I mean, there's certain episodes that still scare me.
I was gonna say most of them are pretty goofy nowadays, but there are some of them that do actually have a kind of there's something there that's genuinely frightening.
Yeah.
I still love scaring the shit out of myself, even though it sticks with me and I become a complete irrational idiot in the dark as a result of it. But I love to be scared. This is just a reminder to all of you, if you would like to be both horrified and disturbed for quite some time, I highly recommend Pen Pal by Dathan Auerbach, a novel that was originally a creepypasta that he wrote on Reddit and is really good and real scary. It's not supernatural at all, which makes it even worse.
Where do I find this?
I just bought it an ebook on Amazon.
It's called Pen Pal?
Yeah.
I'm cold, William says. I'm cold.
Meh.
I'm cold.
Meh.
How's the Melissa Joan Hart episode? I loved that episode. It stuck with me. It scared the shit out of me.
There was some good shit in there.
Oh man, so much good shit in there. Pen Pal. What's his name?
Dathan, D, like Nathan with a D.
All right, I'm in.
Mormon,
Oh,
maybe?
that's the first thing that came up. Great.
It also benefits from a reread, which was stupid. That was very dumb. Why did I read that fucking book a second time? Jesus Christ. Why did I do that? But it gets even scarier because, like, there are certain details you might miss the first time around that make it even more frightening. You kind of have to be paying close attention. But then, and you're just like, oh, he was there the whole time! The whole time he was in the room!
Well, don't spoil it for me, damn it.
Well, that's not really going, you wouldn't be able to place that at any point in the book.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, it is creepy. And again, the fact that it is not at all supernatural really ups the scare factor a lot. It's basically like, what is it like to be a child and to be lost in the woods or to be stalked and hunted?
That brings me to another episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark that was really good, was The Watcher's Woods.
I remember that one. Yeah.
Which had Jewel State.
Yes, it did. But she also was in Space.
She was in Space.
Yes.
No, Space Cases.
Space Cases, yes. That other Nickelodeon show where she had the
rainbow hair.
Yes.
She also was like imaginary or some shit.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But then it turned out she wasn't. I think. Does anybody else hear weird? Rissy, do you hear weird, like, electronic noises every once in a while? They're quiet.
Are you trying to scare me, you bitch?
No,
Don't do that. Quit it.
Girl, have you met me? I would never do that.
That's true. I do not hear anything strange.
Okay. Well, it's coming and going, and it's very minor. It's not a big deal. And this isn't a podcast, so who gives a shit? But yeah, that Watcher's Wood, I think that one was a 2-parter. And it was terrifying because, yeah, little girls lost in the woods.
Yeah.
You really don't hear that?
No.
Okay. Well, I readjusted my headphones. Maybe that'll help. Does anyone else hear that? A little, like, buzzing that keeps coming up. It wasn't a buzzing a minute ago. It sounded almost like a beeping. It doesn't matter. Maybe it's all just me. Oh, Alec heard it. It's not me. I'm not crazy.
Okay.
I can't believe you don't hear it, though.
No, I don't. Here, hold on a second. Let me go into a...
So it makes me wonder if it's on your end, actually.
No,
maybe...
I definitely do not hear anything.
Meh, okay. It's not a big deal. Like I said, it's very minor, so it's a weird buzz, but... Oh, Kevin Larson's in the chat. Kevin!
Kevin!
Also, Alec Keller, were you guys here when I announced that you guys won some shit?
You won stuff.
You won stuff. Just saying.
Life will poop in a bag for you.
I will poop in a bag for you. Or a condom if you want. And then you can refreeze it when it arrives and make your own Alaskan pipeline. But it'd be a little weird and kind of flat because it would have melted. And then when you refreeze it, it would have like a flat bottom when you refreeze it. But I mean, listen, butts will conform to anything. So,
true. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
That's a scary story. And when the package arrived, the poop had thawed. That would be amazing. I want that to open a sketch video of some kind where we're all sitting around a campfire telling ghost stories, and that's the end of the ghost story. Like,
I had an idea for a sketch video that was like, Are You Afraid of the Dark? But it ended, well, I shouldn't say it because I feel like we might do this someday.
Okay, well then don't spoil it, but we could always open it that way. And I imagine it ending, opening that way, and everybody screams, and then somebody's like, that story sucked. Let's hear another one.
Yeah. Oh God, we could totally film that like on our own outside if
right.
And then I could just splice it together. That's one we could do apart.
Well, that's submitted for the consideration.
Then just one of us throwing shit on the fire, but it doesn't actually go up, and we're like, what? I don't. Okay. Or you throw something on the fire and it goes out.
Right. You're not supposed to throw water, idiot.
Oh my gosh, Jason says, are you afraid of the dork?
Ooh, shit. Oh, man, that's good.
It's really good.
That's real good. Oh my God. Like, and I live now in the boreal forest, so there's lots of good woods for filming things.
So many woods.
So many woods.
So little wood time. So weird. Okay, that's happening. Congratulations.
Oh, I want to do this so badly now. Oh, I love this idea a lot.
It would also be a really good series.
Yes, yeah, actually. But would it be like, here's things that millennial adults are terrified of?
Yeah, well...
She opened the envelope. It was her student loan bill.
It could, honestly, it could trade back and forth between that and my idea, which I'll tell you about off the air.
Yay, I'm very excited about this.
Although it's a one-trick pony, so the first time they see it, they're gonna get it. That's fine. It's kind of like yours, where like you know it's gonna be something mundane but also terrifying.
Right. Yeah. And the thing is, it's like if it's a good enough like premise, I guess it's an ordinary thing, but millennials are afraid of it. I don't mind. Like I love just different iterations of the same joke. Like I'm generally okay with that. Well, maybe not everybody is, but fuck them.
Fuck them. Or don't fuck them because they don't deserve it.
True. Yes.
Oh, poor Amanda.
Yeah. Aw. Well, maybe she's actually getting some rest.
Hopefully.
Like, because that's the thing you need when you've been doing the pukes all day is sleep. Good healing sleep.
Yeah, that's
preferably
true.
after you've had some water and something with salt in it.
God, that sucks. I do not enjoy vomiting.
Blind.
No, Josh.
In the chat.
Damn it, Josh. God damn it. It's like you know us or something.
Oh, that's amazing. People are also suggesting this is $1,000 Patreon goal.
We already have a $1,000 Patreon goal.
Oh, well, what about 1,001?
Honestly, this would go into the $1,000 Patreon goal because the $1,000.
Oh, yeah, it's the sketch videos. That's right.
It's sketch videos. This falls into that. So. I like it.
So yeah, at $1,000, you guys know you're gonna get some Are You Afraid of the Dark shit.
Or better yet, rather than doing it in the woods, we could just find like a fake fireplace somewhere and just film it there.
Right.
Find a fucking hotel lobby at Gen Con.
Oh god.
Gross. Not that we have time at Gen Con, but you know.
I mean, we could get off a couple of them, maybe.
Maybe.
And actually, because the thing is that what we could film at Gen Con would be the beginning and end pieces that bracket the story, which could be filmed someplace else. We would definitely have time to film just a couple of minutes sitting in front of the fire and, you know, talking to each other.
You say that, but our days go real fast at Gen Con.
That is true.
Real fast. We should figure out something to film at the fucking patron party.
Oh, yeah.
That would be really fun. Maybe if we have music by then, we could film some sort of music video.
That's true. Oh, that would be very enjoyable. We should film a video for Little Shop of Horrors. I don't know how many people in the chat will have actually heard that.
Probably close to 0.
Right? Because did we ever do that at Gen Con?
I don't know that we did.
I know we did Skanks Lament a couple of times.
I think we only did Little Shop of Horrors at OKR.
At the Oklahoma Renaissance Festival.
But well, we did do it at the Ren Fest, but we primarily did it. No, because we were family friendly.
No, we did it at the Smoker Show, remember?
Yeah. I was thinking we did it at the Halloween show, but then I realized, like, no, we couldn't. We had to be family friendly.
We sang the actual Little Shop of Horrors at the Halloween show.
Oh, that's why I'm remembering it.
Yeah, we actually sang the real song in Halloween, but because we had learned it so well, that's when I got my idea for the parody, because it was October of that year, and then when the next year rolled around and springtime happened and the Oklahoma Renaissance Festival happened, I was like, hey, I got this idea for a song. We can sing it at the Smoker. For those of you who don't know us, the Smoker Show or King Smoker or what have you is the bawdy show at the Renaissance Festival. You pay extra, get taken to an area away from children's ears, and you get like a couple of beers as part of it and some snacks, and all the various musical acts will come and sing filthy things. Well, things that would have been considered filthy in, like, I don't know, 1953. So it could be fun.
We pushed the envelope a little bit.
Well, we did. Yes, this is true. But for the most part...
The Skanks Lament is my favorite.
Skanks Lament is really good.
Love it so much.
Now, and that one we did do at Gen Con. Like, I want to say twice.
At least once. But, yeah. But we never did it. Well, no. Did we do it at our own show?
We did, yes.
Once at our own show and once at a Friday Night Live or Thursday Night Live or whatever fucking night live they're doing.
Yes.
So, just saying.
Justin Mansfield, if you do film it in the woods, you'll have to find porn.
I mean, what do you mean you'll have to? You know, anytime you go in the woods, you find porn. That's how the woods works.
The universe chose us. We don't have to choose the universe. Oh, wow. Yeah, oh, wow. Oh, so much potential. But yeah, I guess that's true. That's so strange. I had forgotten that there was basically only one audience that ever really heard us sing that song, and it's incredible filth.
It is. Yeah, it's been so long since we've done it. I don't even remember it that well.
I remember a good chunk of it, but...
I'm sure I would if I had the lyrics in front of me. I would be like, oh, yeah. But it's just been so long since I've performed it.
My favorite line in it was, ding-a-ling, shove your massive thing in my opening.
Yeah. Gross. Oh, man. Yeah, now I miss that song. Thanks, Rissy.
You're welcome. Helping.
Hashtag helping.
Yeah, oh, I'm really excited about doing a concert at Gen Con. I've been wanting to do this for so long. I think we're gonna have an absolute blast.
Yeah, I'm excited to do a concert with people who actually want to do a concert.
I know, isn't that crazy how it works that way?
First time ever.
Yeah.
I'm fucking excited about that. Yay!
When 100% of members actually want to do the thing.
And not like
instead
50%.
of 50%.
Oh, life is hard, you guys.
Your life is hard.
Things are so much better. Thank you for sticking with us, even through the bad times.
Indeed.
Even though you probably didn't know they were bad times.
What about the boat times?
What about the boat times, Greg?
You've seen the downstairs mix-up. You've seen me. You know me.
Jason says, it just got shady up in here. You damn right it
yeah.
did.
It
What
did.
happens when Rissy and I drink and don't have a format we have to follow.
Right, yeah, we end up telling tales out of school.
Good thing this video won't be public. Oh, wait.
Whoopsie!
Don't care.
Owlbear, don't care.
What?
I was on Etsy looking for owlbear merchandise, and I found a thing I'm gonna have to buy. It's like a wall plaque with, it's actually very artsy looking, with an owlbear, and it says "Owlbear, don't care."
That's adorable.
Yeah, I'm like, yes, discerning art for the discerning nerds home.
I am super excited, Rissy, because I get to go to Scarborough with Jason and William next week.
I'm going to Scarborough Fair. Bring me the king's own mortar and pestle.
I mean, I'm also going with my work. That's why we're going at all, but...
Bring me a goat and a goblet of leather.
Yep. All of that.
I am so excited for you. Scarby is a great Renaissance festival. It is by far one of my favorites. It's so well done. It's about twice the size of KCRF, if I recall correctly. It's pretty big. It's not as big as TRF.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, I don't know. I went a couple years ago. I don't remember it being that huge, but because KC is pretty large.
It is, and and it's also gotten a little bit larger over time. It's also possible that since I wasn't wearing my glasses while I was performing, but this was before I had contacts, I misremembered the size, but I remember thinking it was pretty fucking big. But just great, like really well run. Interestingly enough, the people in costume, they're all watch me perform. Like, they'll interact with you if you come up to them, but they don't invite interaction.
Well, some of them do.
Right. Well, but yeah, for the most part, that's they're trained to like do scenes with each other in front of people.
Sure. Some of them try to engage you, and you wind up threatening to stab them.
I don't know if I've heard this story.
I'm pretty sure you have, although I probably told it on the podcast before you were on the podcast. So maybe you haven't, but yeah, I went a couple of years, last year, no, maybe 2 years ago. I don't know, it doesn't matter. So maybe even before the podcast, but I feel like I told you, it doesn't matter. There was like I can't even remember what he was anymore. He was like a gypsy dude or some shit. But like not like a dancing gypsy.
Like they have at KC.
He was like a peasanty gypsy. I don't know. And I can't even remember what he was saying to me, but I mostly ignored him and just kind of like side-eyed him and just was like, nah, brah, and was very clear, like, I don't want to engage with you.
Right.
And he said something else as we were walking away, and he just continued the whole time, and
right.
I finally, as I was like getting close to being out of earshot, I just whipped around, and he was getting kind of threatening, like I'm like,
oh geez,
it wasn't like scary threatening, but he was like, oh, you're gonna ignore me, well, and he just wasn't taking a hint, and especially wasn't taking it very well.
Yeah, no shit. I wonder if he was actually just a patron.
Yeah, I did wonder the same thing.
Was he an actual cast member, or was he just a douchebag in costume?
I don't.
That all sounds like big no-nos from like at least the way that you'd be trained to interact with people.
Yeah.
But go on. So
I mean, it definitely happens, but yeah, and I finally whipped around, and God, it's been so long. I don't even remember what I told him, but I literally like basically threatened to stab him, and I was, yeah, and then just turned around and walked away.
That's awesome. You yes-anded.
I sure did. So, but
that is really like, man, that sort of shit is like, no.
Well, I was also really put off by a stage show. They were trying to get butts in seats, and we've been there. We know how that is.
Right.
But we politely declined. We just wanted to watch for a minute. I didn't want to commit to sitting down and watching a show. And I know how it feels when people who are sitting down and watching your show get up and walk out. So I don't want to be that person. I don't want to make people feel bad. So I knew I just wanted to, they were about to start. So they were trying to get us to come in, and I politely was like, oh, no, we're good. We're going to stay right here. And they continued, and they started trying to do like the thing that one of our friends once did, where they just doubled down instead of letting it go and moving on to someone else.
Ah, yes. I do remember that.
And
I don't see why we can't tell that story.
I mean, I hear you. But yeah, and so I was just so angry about it. I was like, fuck this. And so we literally walked away, and I never got to see their act at all.
That's like, yeah, I really hate hard sells.
Yeah.
I'm always like, you know what? If the person looks like they don't want to engage, if they're not interested clearly, like, or if they're just like, blah, blah, right? If they don't immediately engage back in a playful fashion, let them go.
Yes.
Let them go.
It's very, yeah. So those were my like 2 interactions at Scarby that I was like super unimpressed with.
Yeah, no shit. That really sucks. Ugh,
I mean, I'm sure that's not indicative of everyone. It was just the 2 idiots who stupidly tried to engage me and stupidly ignored my very clear signs that I did not want to be engaged. Oh, well. Anyway.
But yeah, the Renaissance Festival. Although this year, now you'll know what to do in case some people on stage try hassling you to come and sit down. You can go while you back away.
That is true.
And it would be the perfect revenge because you know nothing that they do on stage can possibly top what you just did.
That's true. I'll just start making pterodactyl noises at them. Oh, man. I know I wrote this story down at some point. I wish I could remember where I wrote the story of what I yelled at that fucking Renfest dude who was being weirdly aggressive when I threatened to stab him. It's a good time.
Mm-hmm. There's some good stories in the chat.
Feel free to share.
So Justin Mansfield, once when I was at a Renaissance festival as a kid, there was a lady in a low-cut green and brown dress wearing branches and dreams all
dreams.
What? Wearing branches and leaf a dryad. She heard this and steps out of the procession just to burp in my face. I'm a beautiful dryad. Burp.
It's a pretty good story.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
That's an amazing story. Burp. I hope she was drunk. That's pretty. That's like what I would have on staff if I ran a Renaissance festival.
That sounds right.
If you want to play a character who lives in the Enchanted Forest, you have to show up to work drunk or on Percocet. That's the rule. And keep drinking throughout the day.
Excellent.
This is why I'm also not allowed to run things. Oh, Justin. Oh, yes, she was drunk. Ah, awesome. Even better. Jesus Christ.
Oh, man.
Oh, Renfest. I've had so much fun at Renfest, but man, they've also caused me a lot of suffering in life. But the first time I ever worked at a Renaissance Festival would have been in 1998. When I was a senior in high school. Also, since I didn't get paid that year, like your first year as a street performer in Kansas City, you never get paid. So I was able to claim it was volunteer service. So that's how I got national merit.
Well, there you
Suckers! Go. Joke's on you! I didn't do any actual volunteer activity. I enjoyed that. Ah! So, yeah. I mean, I guess technically I might have been providing some kind of educational services, edutainment. Not really, though. All the actually educational things at the Renfest tend to be like, go and observe the needle maker spinning needles. I don't think that's how they make needles, but
I'm not sure that is how they make needles. You're correct. But it feels like a thing you could probably turn in for credit. It's fine.
That's where the people always have the not greatest looking but most authentic costumes.
Sure.
Right, where it's like, oh, that's not flattering on the human body, but it is very period accurate.
That's all period accurate. Yeah, that's where like all the
SCA people?
Yeah, all I could think of was CSA, and that was not correct.
The Confederate States of America?
I don't know, man. I guess so.
Yes, the SCA people, Society for Creative Anachronism. Yes, I believe that is usually where they congregate. There were, and this happened quite some time ago. For a long time, there were really bad feelings between the management of Kansas City Renaissance Festival and the SCA, the local SCA, because basically KCRF, back in the day when it was a benefit for the Kansas City Art Institute and not an actual like for-profit company, they had allowed the SCA to come there for free and have like their own kind of space to do their shit. But that eventually changed and they got told to pay up or leave. And so they were, unceremoniously booted. And then eventually, I think they came back. Like, they were allowed to be there for free because the fair realized, like, well, they're technically doing things that might entertain people and we don't have to pay them. So, there we go.
I guess that's true. SCA people we can definitely be strange. Like,
Amanda's an SCA person. Or formerly.
Really?
Amanda's done some SCA stuff. Shit, I've revealed a secret. Oh no, what have I done?
I don't know if I knew that.
I am surprised.
Interesting.
But yeah, I never did the SCA myself. I knew people, like people that I knew and that I performed with at KCRF were also in the SCA.
Sure.
It sounded, I mean, I guess if you have like a hobby, right, that naturally aligns with that kind of thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Actually, I've always loved heraldry. I'm super interested in heraldry, and so it actually would be pretty cool to be like a herald, but I don't want to go watch a bunch of fat beards beat each other with rattan sticks all day. That's not my jams.
I mean, it's to each their own.
Right. Yes, that's true. It's like, if that's your thing, go for it. But that's not my thing. And they actually do decide who is their king every year by right of arms. There's like an actual tournament where the person who's the best at beating other people with rattan sticks becomes the king. I mean, I guess technically you could be queen, but they apparently the kingdom of Callantyr, which is where Kansas City is has never had a queen by right of arms.
Well, they need to be more progressive in their historical renaissance-ness.
But of course, it's not just the Renaissance. There's always like one white dude in samurai armor. Always.
That's so true too.
There was one guy who was playing a Roman centurion, which was really cool. His costume was amazing. He had made this leather armor. It was fucking incredible. And he was learning Latin, but he was Italian. And so he just spoke that and told people he was a Roman. And because I was just like, he was talking and I'm like, well, this sounds kind of like Latin, but more bouncy, and a lot of the actual phonemes are different. But it was pretty convincing. I'm like, all right, I like the cut of your jib, sir.
Why not?
Right?
It's weird.
Yeah, but I mean, at least he was super into, like, a lot of SCA people aren't like also friendly.
Yeah, that's been my experience, which is very limited, I will say.
Having been, yeah, they're just like, I want to do my knitting or my embroidery or whatever. Get the fuck away from me. And so I'm just like, okay, not gonna fuck with the SCA people. Also, like with any subculture, there's all sorts of weird sex shit that goes on.
Well, of course. I mean,
Not that I didn't see enough of that at the goddamn Renaissance Festival.
I was gonna say, when you get a bunch of weird, awkward nerds together who haven't really had sex, what are they gonna do? They gonna fuck.
In weird ways, there's wigs involved. Weaves was flying.
Josh says, I remember when I went to Ren Fair years ago and there was a fucking Darth Vader and stormtroopers marching around. That is true. That does happen. Those are patrons, not Ren Fair people, not sanctioned by the Renaissance Festival. You will also often see characters, people dressed as Star Trek or Doctor Who characters, especially like time traveling things. They think it's very clever. Yeah, I mean, Star Wars doesn't make much sense to me, but at least.
Go ahead.
No, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, at least with the Star Trek people, you could make the case that they've traveled through time, or that Q did this to them, or that they're in the holodeck, or at least they can pretend like they're in the holodeck.
Right.
Star Wars, though, that's not,
doesn't really fit. I mean, those guys just want an excuse to put on their armor and go out in public is what that is.
Yeah, it's just 501sters being 501sters, yo, which I have no problem with. Also, it probably pisses off the hardcore historical accuracy which makes me happy in my heart, because fuck those people. It's like the Renaissance Festival is an accurate simulation of American suburban life in the 1980s, and that's it. As a friend of mine once told me, that's the only thing it's good for in terms of historical accuracy. And the thing is, nobody wants it to be historically accurate. That's not fun. It's not a good time.
That's true. Hey, while we're talking about Klingons real quick.
Oh, boy. Oh, yes. Okay.
When exactly am I supposed to start appreciating Worf again?
How many episodes have you seen since the last time we talked?
A handful.
Because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Happen sometime. Maybe this time he'll not be an asshole. Maybe this time, for the first time, he won't be a dick. Anyway.
I love getting you to sing. It makes me happy.
Well, that's a good song, so I'm on board for that one. Yeah, he's being a real piece of shit to Dax, and they were just on Risa.
Oh, yeah.
That's the episode I just recently finished watching, was the episode where they were on Risa, and...
Well, he wasn't a dick the whole time. He came around. I mean, Worf's not the kind of guy who likes to vacation.
I don't give a shit. He, like, joined up with these people who were like, man, vacation is bad. We must always be ready for war. But really, this is just about we don't like sex, and it's a thinly veiled excuse to be like, man, no one fucks us, so no one should fuck.
Rising incels.
Anyway, and then for Worf to not own, fine, be a fucking grump about being on a pleasure planet, fine. But to go and help those people and ruin everyone's vacation, like, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. I will never be okay with choices like that. Like, and then he and Dax had their, like, heart-to-heart, and he explained, and I was like, not an excuse! Not a fucking excuse! Go fuck yourself! Not an excuse.
I mean, it could also, part of why I liked Worf so much in Deep Space Nine is maybe I would feel differently if I rewatched it now, because, you know, I was a teenager, and my sense of what guys should do in a relationship was pretty skewed.
I mean, I guess so.
Right? Like, nowadays I might be like, that's not very emotionally mature of you, Worf.
It for sure wasn't, because the whole first half of the episode, he was just trying to control Dax the whole time. So, yeah, it was pretty fucked up, actually.
I really liked, though, seeing her in a swimming suit with all, like, getting to see all of her spots. That was
Girl, neat. I love every time she pulls out her boobs and you can see that her spots, like, go, like, across to the front of them. And I'm like, oh, I want to see those whole things. Shit, girl.
Them trail titties, girl.
So weird. But yes, I I'm just glad that also in that episode, Bashir broke up with his Dabo girlfriend who looked like a hotter, sluttier version of Kira, and it was very confusing to me sometimes.
Kira, what happened to you?
Yeah, but like not sluttier in a good way. I don't know. It just like she was more attractive, but she also was just weirder looking. And so I just was like, I don't know what's happening here, but I don't like it. And she was just kind of vapid and stupid. So I'm hoping she'll just go away now. So anyway, but I did like when, before they made up, Dax got real with Worf for a minute and definitely kind of put him in his place and was like, I've spent more time with Klingons than you. I know Klingon culture better than you do. I've experienced it. You have just read about it. And I was like, ooh, she's not wrong.
It's true. Yeah, I mean, that's...
So.
No Curzon.
They showed a Klingon party once on DS9. That's true. I just saw that episode not too long ago.
Oh, yeah, man. There's more Klingon shit to come.
And they're fucking dipping their goblets and mugs and things into just a huge vat of alcohol. I was like, that is not sanitary. Like, what fucking year is this?
Guys, this
nasty
isn't
sanitary. Anyway, so John says they're sluttier in a not good way. Yeah, they're definitely. Yeah, I don't even know how to describe it, honestly. There was a point in time where she was like telling one of the strangers on Risa where she was like, it's really hard. Not everyone can be a Dabo girl. And I wanted to punch this bitch in the face.
I like the fish-looking Dabo girl. The fish with tits, the yellow one.
Oh, I'll have to
look for her. I always
thought
her head kind of looked fishy to me.
I'll have to look for her. I don't know who that is right off the top of my head. So.
But yeah, you don't always see her, but she's, I don't know, she's pretty great. I'm like, get on with your fish self, girlfriend.
Oh, so weird. Yes. So I don't know. I'm in the middle of season 5 at this point.
Oh.
So I am very far, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, someday I'll finish it. I will be excited. And then I'll take another like 2-year break before starting the next one.
I mean, you could pay me enough to watch Voyager, but it would be a very high sum.
If Amanda likes it, I have a feeling I will also at least not hate it.
Amanda was also in the SCA, so...
Shithead. She's not even here to defend herself.
I know. I am a shithead. I'm just saying that we all like things that the other person, another person might not like. Right?
Yes, and most of us don't give each other shit about it. Most 2/3 of us.
I'm a snob. What do you want?
And for you to not be a cunt of a snob. Be a snob. Jesus.
And Voyager is objectively bad.
Whatever.
It wasn't really anybody's fault. The problem was they kept switching up writing teams. So it's not bad in a way that early Next Generation was bad. It's bad in the fact that there's continuity errors all over the place and nothing is ever the same, including the characters, because they're being written by different teams. It really, in many ways, didn't have a chance.
Sure. Oh, goodness. I wonder if Amanda is even awake at this point. Poor thing.
I mean, unless she messages one of us. There's no real way to tell. I guess we could yell, but if she is sleeping, I wouldn't want to wake her up. Amanda, we're in your computer!
Oh, she's probably...
Say hi to us!
She's probably upstairs. Hang on a second.
Oh, Josh, I have never actually seen an episode of Enterprise. Josh is saying, Jesus, you want to talk about continuity errors? Enterprise, holy fuck, yeah. I I cannot get over that fucking theme song. It is so bad that it makes me like almost, I can hear like a few bars of it and I'm like, my body starts trying to shit out its internal organs with rage. It's so bad.
The theme song has put you off of it.
Yes.
You can't even skip the theme song and continue.
No, because I know that the theme song exists and that it's that bad. And I'm just like, nope, we're done. Out.
You are so weird.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. I mean, have you heard the theme song to Enterprise?
I feel like, I mean, I can't tell you immediately whether yes or no, because if I did, it wouldn't have meant anything. But I did go through that guy that wrote lyrics to all the songs. I went through his YouTube at one point and listened to all of them, so I'm sure that that's in there.
Yeah, I mean, but it's not just the tune, it's the lyrics and the singer. Actually, it's mostly the singer more than anything else. It's basically like a dollar store Bryan Adams.
There's actually lyrics?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
It's a song. Like, it's an actual fucking song.
Interesting. Okay, I don't know if I realized that.
Yeah.
Do you know the guy I'm talking about?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Star Trek The Next Generation. We're trekking across the universe.
I really want to make Sean figure out a way to play that on guitar so that I can sing it at conventions.
Shit, yeah. Jean-Luc Picard, Data
Worf, and Troy.
Dr. Crusher, Geordie LaForge.
Riker. That's the best part. I want to know where that guy is now.
Yes. Oh, fuck yeah.
He actually had a really nice voice.
Yeah, I thought he did a fantastic job too. I mean, it's all, part and parcel of Bill Murray's Star Wars song about Star Wars to the Star Wars opening title crawl thing. But
so good,
it was, yeah, and it's a great, I don't know, gimmick, whatever you want to call it.
Sure. I don't think he realized that. I think he thought it was just.
Maybe we should learn since we're doing Star Wars again, we should learn the Bill Murray Star Wars song. We can sing it when we're trying to lure people in.
That's not a bad idea.
It's actually not hard. It's Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars. Ah, Star Wars.
Oh gosh.
Slap some harmonies in there, and man, like just suck people in.
I think we can make that happen.
Yeah, actually, I really like this idea,
and I'm excited to be a part of it. So
weird. Star Trek. I mean, there actually are lyrics to the original Star Trek theme,
right?
well.
But they didn't sing them.
No.
On the I'm aware of that as well.
I remember in junior high the choir performed when I was like a 7th grader. The choir did a thing, and it was like a montage. What do you call it? Not a mashup.
Medley.
Yes, it was a medley. Thank you. Of I'm forgetting things. A medley of different TV show themes. What was great is this is happening in like 1993, and these are all shows from like the 60s and 70s.
Oh, no. Yeah.
And so, but yeah, the actual like lyrics version of the Star Trek theme was in there.
Sure.
Yeah, and I'm like, yes, kids love that. Today's youths sure are into the original Star Trek. I mean, I was.
And not only that, but like the lyrics, which no one knows unless they're like deep cut fans.
Yeah, like that is some deep lore right there.
Lore lol. So weird.
Deep lore is what happens when you let lore do stuff to you.
Do stuff to you. Fucking gross. I'm pretty sure there's rules against that. International treaties or some shit.
Yeah, having sex with Laura. I mean, if he's like his brother, then he is, as we discussed in previous podcasts, fully functional program techniques. But he'd be such an asshole.
Yeah, no kidding.
I could see Lore totally like pretending to people that he was Data. It's like, oh, I'm so sweet and gentle, and I just want to learn how to be human. And then be like, hey, suckers, I'm an Urban Dictionary your shit. Like he wants to do all sorts of shit, like the angry dragon and whatnot. Like he actually wants to enact all that stuff. That would be total lore. That's so lore.
That's so lore. God.
That asshole.
I agree. That asshole. Okay, William says that the lyrics to the I Dream of Jeannie theme are bad.
Oh my god, yeah.
I don't know. What are they?
Jeannie, fresh as a daisy, just watch how she obeys me. What
Oh
the
no!
shit? What the fuck is that shit?
Oh no! Jesus. Is this another case where like they played the song but they didn't have lyrics at the time? Like the lyrics weren't played at least? Like
is the I Dream of Jeannie song the one that goes da 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 da
yes.
da da? Okay.
Yeah, all I could think of was the Bewitched theme, and I was like, that's not it. God, that is so crazy.
Oh, gross.
Watch how she obeys me.
Look, barf.
I know. It skeeves me out that she called him master. I mean, I get it, but like...
Yeah, it was getting into like Wheel of Time level creepiness.
Ugh. I've done something wrong. I should be stripped and spanked level?
Yes, yeah.
Okay,
that
cool.
just kind of like, oh, master, you're the one in charge. Oh.
God, yeah. I don't know. I love-hated that show for some reason.
I mean, I liked her little like and summoning things into being for the same reasons as Bewitched, right? That like, you know, you have women who have magical powers that they used to be 1950s style homemakers. Gross.
Sounds horrible.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh man, wouldn't it be awesome to watch like a modern version of Bewitched? Like not where
Wait,
actually
Bewitched or I Dreamed of Jeannie? Or
both. Actually, both, but only not an actual reboot of the show, just a single like parody episode where the upshot is that the women like gruesomely murder the men. In which fashion? Oh, Amanda's back.
What do you mean? I've been here the whole time.
All along.
Yep. All along.
How you feeling, sunshine?
A little better?
You actually look better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I ate some food.
Oh, that's nice.
That is a good thing.
It stayed in my tummy.
Also
congratulations.
Good. And I put on my big bulky sweat. Hoodie.
Actually, you're cute.
Okay, you.
Mostly so that I could take my bra off.
Yeah, girl.
That's what matters.
I didn't take it off. I just unhooked it. But now I'm going to take it off. On camera.
Oh, Jeremy Hannah brings up, Rissy, I thought you wanted to be a green. I said, well, sure. Yeah, absolutely I would. It's just those books also suck. It's just parts of them are good. I was really into Wheel of Time for quite a while. And then it got awful. Bad. And then once it got super bad, like I went back through and like I couldn't stop seeing the bad. But yeah, the idea that I have magic powers and a bunch of dudes that I can fuck, that's amazing. That is my jams right there.
A bunch of dudes she can fuck.
Is her jams.
Is my jams. Jammed right up in there.
I love DP.
So yeah, absolutely. Would I be a green Aja Aes Sedai? Yes, definitely. Would I also, I don't know, try to find some kind of Angreal that allowed you to travel through time and kill Rand al'Thor before he was ever born? Yes. Yes, I would. God, I hate that character so fucking much. He's in everything except the third book, which is by far one of the best.
The third book was kind of the end of the exposition for the series.
Yes, and that's kind of when the wheels started to come off the little red wagon. It was fully off by the 6th book, right? That's where Rand goes into ultimate douche mode. And I'm like, yeah, I get he's been through some rough shit, but he's now so awful that, like, I can't stand being around him. Like, when it's his point of view. I'm like, no, fuck this guy.
He's better than whiny crybaby Perrin.
Well, yes, sure. My wife is mad at me and I don't know why. She smells funny. Brr.
Pretty much.
It's like, dude, well, I mean, again, her name is Fail, so I suppose it's probably supposed to be pronounced Fail, but that just sounds like fail for rednecks. Fail?
Yep.
God, I hated her too. Ugh, man, the worst. The worst.
It's okay. She didn't like you either.
Well, you know, I'd cut a bitch if it was that bitch.
If it was that bitch.
And the thing that really sucks is Robert Jordan actually did write a few pretty good female characters. I actually quite enjoyed Nynaeve, even, you know, she's this, you know, kind of spiky, cranky bitch, but she actually does kind of have a fairly tender heart underneath it. But I don't know, she's fairly fully realized as like a three-dimensional human being.
I don't know, she's still just like bitchy woman, like character type.
I guess
I
it just
don't know.
really responded well to her, like when she goes through the trials in the tower, and she has to like, as far as she has to, like, you have to go through these trials. Basically, you go in through an enchanted set of arches, and you're presented with various scenarios. It's basically like being in a holodeck, like you're having some kind of like fucking vision. But the thing is, anytime the arch appears in your vision, you have to go through it, or you'll be trapped in there and die. And that's part of the trials. And basically the things that you see are like offering you your heart's desires and things like that. And there's this very well-written, powerful scene where she has the guy that she's super in love with, and they're married, and it's like a perfect day, and everything's wonderful. And then she sees the arch, and he's like, don't leave me. Like, and it was just really like, oh, like, so I don't know. I guess just that scene really stuck with me. And I'm like, wow, Robert Jordan, that was actually like really well written, evocative, and made you care about this character and see that she isn't just a cranky bitch all the time.
Just the rest of the time.
Just the rest of the time, yeah. Like, and Egwene was so awesome. I know in later books she was given the idiot ball and squeezed as hard as she could, but that's not her fault.
She was always my favorite.
Yeah,
character.
I loved her so much.
She was the only one who wasn't like super attached to a dude. I mean, like, she had the boy that she liked, but she also did her own thing, and
which is also notably why I suspect she was killed off in the end. She is the only member of the original, like the starring cast, to actually die. And she is also the only one not in a monogamous marriage. So fuck everything, and especially the patriarchy.
So there you have it.
Yeah, Egwene and Birgitte were by far, like, my favorite characters. Like, I liked Elaine at first, but she got way too into Rand. The same for Avienda. I never liked Min.
Yeah.
I always thought Min was kind of like a try-hard groupie. That and the things appearing in her visions were really easy to interpret. She'd be like, I see this darkness that surrounds each of you three guys, and you have gold sparks that are coming from you, but the darkness is eating it. Only when the three of you are together is the light enough to overpower the darkness, but I don't know what it means. I'm like, bitch, please, come on. You just mean that they're literally fighting the Dark Lord. They have to be together to beat him. How stupid are you?
Pretty stupid.
Yeah, so dumb. So goddamn dumb. Even with that shit.
Brissy, you just spent 2 hours last night ranting about books, and you're ranting about books again.
I will always rant about books.
Does the well ever run dry?
No, there's always books for me to talk about. Occasionally I talk about books that I really like.
Occasionally.
But yeah, no, I will never not enjoy railing about various books. Actually, we have, if we get to $1,000 of earlier, I have that entire TV series of the Wheel of Time series of sketches that I wrote.
Yeah, those are very difficult to do because we need like massive costuming. So that's a good idea, but I don't think we can actually make it happen.
I don't know. With some of the shit that we found on Amazon, like we don't need like seriously fancy costumes. We could
Sure, but we're playing multiple characters.
easily done enough. I bet we could get.
Says the person who just throws the ideas out and then
And
like,
doesn't
you guys
actually
make it
have
happen.
to make them happen.
I could go in and actually look at the things that like the characters and whatnot, and also and see what we could use for scarves. Also, the Aes Sedai characters, you just need scarves, like the shawl in the appropriate color.
And do you have those?
I have actually a large bin of scarves under my bed. It's where the cat sleeps. When she goes in there and she comes out and she has like the JBF look on her face, she's like, oh yeah, that was amazing.
Does
like,
she have a sex toy in there that just looks like your finger?
Come on, Amanda.
What? That's what we were talking about when I left. So
I should get her one for her
No.
birthday next year. Here, Kitty, I got you this.
Gross. Okay, so new topic. As we're winding this down because
Right.
it's late and whatnot. Why don't we do a little bit of a Q&A if there are any questions in the chat. I know most of the people here probably know a lot of things about us already.
A lot of things.
But if you do have any questions, we're happy to answer most of them. If we ignore your question, we probably don't want to talk about it. But also, I want to talk about,
Sex, baby.
let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the damsels and the fansels that may be. Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
I am. Okay, so let's talk about some of our favorite memories of our damsel times.
Oh,
Since we are celebrating an anniversary,
that's true.
let us
Pray.
reminisce. Let's doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo.
Into the past. Well, so you have to start.
I do?
Well, since you brought it up.
Yeah, like you guys weren't prepared for this question or anything.
I was trying to pretend this was spontaneous and fun. I mean,
Uh,
it can still be fun.
nothing I do is spontaneous, Rissy. You know that.
It's true.
They know that too. I'm the one who outs us that we totally have show notes all the time. First question is pants or no pants? Ladies?
Oh, technically no.
pants.
No pants!
Oh my god!
No pants!
I'm just wearing like fleece line tights.
Well,
So I mean,
pants.
technically my bottom half is covered, but they are most definitely not fully opaque. These are not pants.
Sure.
I'm wearing sweatpants to go with my sweatshirt.
So you
Very
have
stylish.
a whole smorgasbord. Yes, pants, sort
No
of pants, and
Right.
no pants.
Pants. The whole spectrum.
That's
Pants.
the beauty of the Damsels of Dorkington. We cover almost all the bases.
But not entirely our butts.
What are you into? We probably have one of us that also can do that or is also into it.
Most likely.
Um,
I choose to believe that this is just from Jeremy Hanna, a completely out of context, just a question to ask as a Q&A. Do you need puppets?
the answer to that is always a resounding yes.
Yes.
Obviously, Amanda makes our puppets and they are amazing, but if
They
she
are.
doesn't have to make a puppet, yeah, obviously we need more puppets.
Yeah.
We always need more puppets.
The
I can
flatter they
have
can squish, the
4
better.
puppets? Yes, exactly.
I need 4 puppets.
I need 4 puppets.
Yes. So, okay.
I'm really, really excited about these puppets coming out on stage.
I know, me too.
Oh god.
Okay, so memories, guys. Amusingly, when I was thinking about some of my favorite memories, a lot of them are strangely okay. Gen Con is the best con, like kind of hands down for us.
Oh,
And there's, of course, memorable things that have happened there. But also, most of you guys were probably there for it, so you already know about those things anyway. So memories that I came up with were actually largely from AllCon, which AllCon is fun because it's a really small convention. We don't necessarily have to be at our booth all day because there's like
Or at all, ever.
Or at all. There's like 2,000 people. Like once everyone cycles through, we're like, meh, whatever. And they've all seen us. Plus it's a small convention, so people are gonna wander in to see what the fuck we are to begin with. And then yeah, we get to we usually stay there on the premises, at the hotel, so there's a lot more partying. I mean, not that we don't do that for Gen Con, but we do usually have to get up and actually man our booth at Gen Con because there's way more people.
So unfair.
Also, we're contractually obligated to have someone at the booth a certain amount of time every day. So what do you do? Anyway, so yes, AllCon, PJ Soups will never not be one of the greatest things I've ever experienced in my entire life. Although now I'm questioning whether that was a Damsel thing or if that was just me thing.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You guys don't know about PJ Soups?
Yeah, actually, I don't know about this either.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, here's a memory that's apparently not a Damsel memory.
One of my favorite Damsel memories did not involve you bitches.
This is amazing. This is the best thing ever. But yeah, no, or it happened when you were just away from us at the con.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, was I just not with you guys? Did I? No, I think it was a year that we didn't go, and I did, and maybe I played with Companion Cube, but the Damsels weren't there. Well, it's one of my favorite stories, so I'll tell it anyway. There was this guy who was your typical nerd, honestly. Think of a nerdy dude, and that's pretty much this guy. He was wearing footy pajamas with the Superman logo on it. So, okay, so so this guy's wearing Superman footy pajamas and wandering around AllCon late at night, which already is a bit what's happening here?
Right.
But to make things better, he has a girl with him who is not in pajamas. She is, and I say this with as much respect as one possibly can, she was slutted up. She was in short skirt, everything was black. I think there was leather involved.
Oh, wow.
Fucking heels, tiny kitten heels. Like I said, I'm not shitting on her. It's fucking convention. You do you, boo. I don't give a fuck. But it was just the difference between the two was startling. And the best part was that he had her on a leash.
You see that a lot of Renaissance festivals too.
You don't see it a lot at cons unless they're fetish cons.
Yeah.
So that night we were writing the Ballad of PJ Soups, and we started calling him PJ Soups.
That's a good name. That's a really good name.
It's a really good name.
It sounds like an actual name.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, that's one of my favorite non-Damsel memories. Jason and William were there for that. That was a really good one. We also saw a movie called Wolf Cop that night.
Oh yeah, I was definitely not there for that.
Yeah.
That one was the most disturbing werewolf transformation I've ever seen on screen. It included his penis, which exploded.
Oh.
Right.
A good friend of mine went as Wolf Cop Halloween a couple years ago.
Oh, nice.
That is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Should have asked if his penis explodes.
Yep.
It was the weirdest thing. And we just wandered in and we're like, what the fuck is this? And then we were like, oh God. Oh God.
What have we done? I've made a huge mistake.
William says he wasn't around yet for that. Yes, you were. I'm going to rewrite you into the story. Deal with it. You were there.
Oh, William also asked, do you remember that bat furry? I remember a bat furry.
Oh, God, that one was so terrifying.
Didn't it have nipples? There were nipples on it, and it had the
yes.
claw Yeah,
I
that
don't
one.
remember nipples specifically, but that thing was weird, and I love bats.
Yeah. Oh yeah, me too. Like bats are wonderful. I touched a bat. And yeah, that was not okay. That was a very not okay thing.
Yeah, that was real weird. So the other thing that I definitely know you guys were there for was Alcon when the fire alarm got pulled and Amanda had already gone to bed and taken Ambien.
Yes, yeah.
So waking up the next morning and hearing about Amanda's adventures on Ambien and how little she remembered, but how much her Fitbit recalled for her.
Right.
That was like obviously not a good thing to happen, but since she made it home okay and it all was good, it became a very funny story. So that is definitely a good Alcon. It turned into a good Alcon story. Amanda, I'm glad you didn't get murdered.
Me too.
Yes.
Yeah. Or just lost somewhere.
Oh God, yeah.
And of course, the Jack Sparrows at Alcon. Always a delight.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's some of mine. What about you guys?
So I have a fairly recent memory that was really just great for several reasons. But this was what at Gen Con last year when I got to run a little improv class for you and Amanda. And we had one of the things that we have to do at Gen Con is go out and rovingly entertain people. And it's kind of hard to come up with stuff for that because, right, it's like we're not really roving entertainer types, right? We need like a place that's sound controlled where people are there to watch us. So it's not like we can't come up with shit. It's just not exactly what we do. So trying to keep things fresh and not just do the same shit over and over again can be difficult. And I was like, wait a minute. Like, I remember Blythe and Amanda saying something about wanting to learn more improv skills. Well, the great thing about improv is that it's all about learning how to accept failing. That's why improv games are so much fun, is because failing is a huge part of them. And you teach people how to loosen up and how to get over the idea that failure is bad. Like in improv, you embrace your failure. You make it a big fucking deal. And so they very kindly let me run a little improv workshop for them. And
to be fair, every time you tell the story, you always make it sound like we've never improv'd before when we were literally doing improv for years with no scripts. Like those were our shows. They were improv
but
shows.
There's a big difference between short form improv and long form improv.
There is. I just wish you would make it more clear so we didn't sound like, oh, these fucking noobs.
All noobs. Yes, I should.
Improv performances for years and they didn't know shit about shit.
I know, like that was one of the main things I did in like drama competitions in high school was the improv.
Yeah, and I did improv games, you know, as a young theater person as well. It's just been so long and I didn't really like them. So definitely need some freshening up on the short form games and just the specific ones that you were teaching us, which I had never played before and were way better than some of the ones they had us doing in theater. I don't know about you, Amanda, but ours were not my favorite thing.
No.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I should have been more clear. It's not that you guys didn't know about improv. It's just not as much the short form, and that you'd mentioned that previously you didn't like it.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was a lot more the games, the improv game aspect that.
Oh, so you got to pick the right games. You got to pick good games, and you got to give good scenarios for those games.
That's the thing. There's a lot of shitty games, and that tends to be what people play. And
That's true.
You guys' interpretation of Mistborn during Alphabet was really awesome.
Still don't know shit about Mistborn.
Nope.
But you did a really good job faking it. I was very proud of you both.
Didn't learn anything that day either.
Nope.
But yeah, well, you're better off. Fucking goddamn snooze fests.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, goddamn Brandon Sanderson.
Brian.
My Grim Gritty Apocalypse
Brian
scenario.
Sanderson.
Brian Sanderson.
Yes, Brian Sanderson.
Yeah, so in Mistborn, there is a scene, well, there's an extended plot arc where one of the main character's brothers had been trying to go deep undercover with the evil empire. And the evil empire has this, like, since they're supernaturally powered, they have this, like, group of inquisitors who are these terrifying, like, vampire dudes with spikes shoved through their eyes. Hello, monkey. And like, perpetually bleeding, and they can, like, magically sense the truth and shit like that. And so the main characters think that this dude's brother has been taken and questioned by the Inquisitors, and they're like, oh no, he's given away our secrets. And then they find out, no, he was so good undercover that the Inquisitors singled him out, recruited him, and made him into one of them. So now he's got spikes in his eyes and shit, and everybody's like, oh, that's great, that's so awesome, it just works totally well for our plans. And I'm like, really? You're happy about this? What? Okay, whatever. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being optimistic.
Right? Always seeing the good in things. Fucking Brandon Sanderson. I hate that fucking guy. He also looks like Martin Shkreli. Anyway, and then when you guys played Expert, that was my favorite.
That was my favorite.
Yeah.
Expert is a wonderful game. Expert is so much fun because it's relatively low stakes, right? Because so Expert, for those of you in the chat who don't know, is a great improv game where you basically come up with a ludicrous fucking topic. And taking audience suggestions, and then you get, the performers to, they have to talk about this at length, and it needs to be like a scholarly discussion, but because you can literally make up anything that you fucking want to about it. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's one of my favorites. So, and I thought you did an awesome job, especially when you started, like, debating, like, arguing with each other about interpretations of various texts and things like that. Oh, yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I was into that one for sure.
Yeah, Expert is a really great game. And it was really nice, right? That, like, it was like you guys had seemed like you never really liked this thing very much, but you took to it quite naturally.
I just want to point out that Josh in the chat is talking about a very, very, very old memory.
Oh, gosh.
Amanda, you weren't even around for this, although you should be very thankful you weren't. It was a fucking hot mess. Okay, so once upon a time, we did do a LARP.
Oh, I saw some video of that.
Or we tried to do a LARP.
Yeah.
And initially I had many plans, and they all started to fall through at the last minute.
Like you do.
Yeah, so I had plans to have cameras and audio equipment, and then suddenly I didn't and couldn't fix it, and which is a problem when you're filming in a park,
right,
where there's lots of noise.
Mm-hmm.
And so we did what we could, and we went ahead. We did the LARP, and it was ridiculous.
Oh yeah,
and delightful.
I was a scarf that I was playing with a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it was. Honestly, I had so much fun that day, but yeah, we did it, but we had to shoot it on just like a shitty well, it wasn't shitty, but it's just not made for that. Little Canon Power Shot is what I used. And so the sound was horrible. Anytime anyone was talking and turned away from the camera, it just was lost. So I was going at one point to try and put it together into something, and I couldn't quite make it work. So that made me very sad. But Josh points out that I, at one point, was wearing Hulk hands, those Hulk hands that you like smash together and they go Hulk smash. And I was playing a goblin character called Meat Fist, and I was Meat Fist the goblin.
I'd forgotten that completely.
Yeah, it was really fun. And then at one point we were sexy vampires. Rissy.
Yeah, I remember that because that was when I was like scarfing all over.
Yes, we were sexy vampires.
Jesus Christ.
It was so stupid. Oh, and our quest started inside of the public park bathroom.
Right, which that was
the tavern.
Yeah, the tavern where a mysterious man in a cloak approaches you and offers you a job. That was
But he like came out of one of the stalls.
I mean, it was pretty great after a fashion.
Oh, it was so stupid.
But also pretty awesome.
And I loved it. So yes, it was just, like I said, I was supposed to have proper audio and video there, And when that fell through, there's really, when you're LARPing, especially with people who aren't necessarily used to being on camera, but also they're fucking LARPing, not making a television show. You can't be like, can you cheat towards the camera? Can you cheat towards the camera? Like, no,
right?
No, I fucking can't. I'm fighting this person.
Gesture with your upstage arm. Come on.
Yeah. Oh gosh. So that was, oh man, I wish we could do something like that again. But it was very hard to even make that happen. And then unfortunately, like I said, I couldn't salvage anything out of it. So all we have are our memories and videos I will never post. So that is, yeah, that's that.
Wow. I have not thought about that in a long fucking time.
Yeah, it was delightful though.
Yeah. Oh man, it's sexy vampires. Jesus Christ.
Amanda,
what about you? What about your memories if they haven't all been blanked out by Ambien?
I mean, a lot of them have.
All the best ones have.
Pretty much. No, I think like one of my favorite memories is just of the first Gen Con that I went to with you guys. And it was before the very first show that we were going to do, which was the King Arthur show.
Oh, yeah.
And like, obviously it's improv. There's not a lot of preparation for stuff like that. Yet we were getting closer and closer to doing it and like seeing all the people that were showing up and getting very nervous, and Blythe dragging me down to the hotel bar that was in the bar and getting me a shot before we then went back to go on.
That sounds like me.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like, do you need some milk? I'm like, yes. Yes. Better? Yes. Much better. And then also just being there and like the booth situation, which was very sad because you guys did nothing. And I was like, would you be offended if I like tried to do stuff like with the booth, make it, yeah. And Blythe was like, please do that. Like, okay.
I was like, I can only do so much.
Yes.
It's low on the list. Yep, that is, yeah, that is a delightful memory. And now, guys, I don't even have to get Amanda drunk before she performs with us. It's crazy.
That is pretty great.
The way I'm feeling right now, I'll never be drunk again.
Oh, you poor thing. I'm so sorry.
Merkin! Jason, the favorite damsel memory is breaking me the night we met. Yeah, when he, so I will never forget. It was pretty fucking incredible. We were doing Hamlet versus Macbeth and at Allcon, and he was there dressed as Jack Skellington. And there's a part in the show where I call for a skull, like where I as Macbeth, because I want to, Hamlet's doing his to be or not to be, and I as Macbeth want to steal the spotlight. And I'm like, I want a skull, I want it, give it to me. And then just boom, out of the audience, in Jack Skellington head. And I actually managed to catch it too.
That's true.
And then just everything erupted in applause and laughter, and I just could not fucking hold it in. It was not pee, you understand. Merriment. That was magic. It's one of those things that really only happens in the awesomest places. Like just that kind of magic. I fucking love it. That's one of my favorite things about performing in general, is when that kind of thing happens. And it does actually happen, not with regularity exactly, but you know, enough that it's wonderful. I'm babbling. But yeah, it was great.
Risty, did you already? Yeah, you already said yours. We've talked a lot about things in the chat. Josh is pointing out he met us in Seattle at Emerald City Comic Con, which was especially amusing because we were all far away from home. He's from Wichita, and we were from Kansas City and Oklahoma City at the time, which is basically Wichita's right in between both of those.
Right.
So he
And
was like,
everyone
what?
was- Yeah.
What? How did I meet you here?
Right?
Yeah, so that stuff is so fun. And that was a show where we had Kiri on stage with us before we found Amanda and dragged her kicking and screaming on stage with us. So yeah, we were cycling through rando damsels at that point.
Rando damsels.
Like, you have a vagina, you can talk loud, come up on stage with us.
Be in our show.
So yeah, that was fun. Emerald City, man, I wish we could go back there.
Yeah.
Ew, makes me sad. I miss that convention. Well, I miss the convention, how it was run previously. Who knows? It's got new ownership now, so who knows how it's run these days.
It's true. But yeah, it was really nice. Seattle was really nice. Just had a fun time.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good.
I have some coworkers who are moving there in a few days, and have offered to put us all up if we ever have a convention up there. Danny and Angie, Rissy, you know them.
That's right. They are moving to Seattle. Yeah. It's, which I'm so glad they didn't go to Harvard Med. Like, I know.
Yeah.
I can see why Danny would be into it, but that place is awful to live in. And yeah.
There are a lot of people in the chat saying that damsel flasks would be cool.
I agree with that.
We had shot glasses a couple of years ago, which were also cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I could maybe consider flasks, especially if we weren't dragging a lot of them to conventions. That's the problem, is they would take up a lot of space to take to conventions. But I could just do them for like some of the patrons that are at the higher levels that get physical, higher level physical rewards, and then just bring the leftovers to conventions to sell off. So that's something to consider. So yeah, I thank you guys for your input on that. Hats are on my list. Hats and flasks now will be on that like higher level, like above the stickers and magnets and buttons and things.
Can we get stress balls that are shaped like poops?
Yes. I can probably make that happen.
Oh my god!
I know there's sperm ones out there, so I guarantee there's poop ones too. So yeah, I know. That was the thing, is I could never. Also boobs. So I was always like, well, which one would I pick? I need all of them.
It's a fuck, marry, kill, sperm, poop, boobs.
Kill the sperm because no babies.
It's true. Yeah, kill the sperm. Fuck, poop, marry, boobs.
No, do not fuck poop. You will get
poop. So marry poop. Fuck.
Yeah, because you're always gonna be with poop. Like you can't get rid of. You can never quit poop.
That's true.
Kitty.
Oh, hey there. Hey, little girl.
Oh, I saw you.
Come up here with me.
Anyway, yes. Does anybody have any questions in the chat? I feel like we might have blown past some questions when we were talking about memories and things. Oh no!
Suggest yoga pants that say "Queef Chalupa" across the booty.
Can
we do that? I will. I want to make that for myself. Actually, I might just.
You feel free.
And yeah,
it's just awful.
Oh, come here, kitty.
Kita has come to grace us with her bowling ball presence.
Yep, here she is. She's very dark and misty. Yep, there she goes.
Bye, Kita. Yeah, nobody in here has questions. They all know us way too much for this.
It's true.
I don't know why I ever thought a fucking like AMA would work with these motherfuckers.
The poop shootero sweatpants would be even more amazing than the
poop shootero on your butt. Yeah,
exactly. So good. Why aren't we need to make these for ourselves?
Oh God, what? Oh God.
You know I'm right. Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
Jesus. I can't like.
Dirt man bun doesn't work as well though.
It's still good though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still really good. I think like having words on your ass is all like automatically funny.
God, can we get one pair for each of us, and
Yes.
we wear the right pair? Like I would wear Dirt Man bun,
Right.
Yeah.
etc. And then we just wear those at Gen Con.
Yeah, like to look like we're trying to be like
nothing else.
Like that we're sexy, like yoga pants and t-shirts, and then it's like people are like, "Ooh, words on the boat." I don't like that.
I was just thinking we could like just chill out in it and go to Scotty's and that.
Yes, definitely. Like our damsel our line of loungewear.
Loungewear. Ugh, I love it.
Yeah, I think this should happen.
Well, is there anything else we want to talk about before we thank everyone again for participating in this fucking crazy ass week?
Oh, Josh, will we ever have Rissy reading a chapter or two from Time Bangers? I can do that, actually. And since we have a thing now that since we hit a goal, we're going to be reading erotica, so I certainly can.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot no, never mind.
You forgot erotica?
Yeah, forgotica is what I was going to say, but I don't know if that works.
Not really.
You tried.
You tried though.
An effort was made.
That's the thing. Yes, a reminder that we are streaming. Even though the week is over, we are streaming again tomorrow because we are already going to be cranking out those goals for you guys, the goals that we achieved.
Crank that soldier boy.
And the first one on the list is tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central. I know that's late. If you can't be there, you can watch it later. We are playing Honey Heist, and that game will be DM'd by none other than Diana of the Femsplained podcast. Avalon will also be there playing with us. So we're going to be going for several, at least a couple hours. So it'll be a longer one. It'll be a late one. But if you can't be there, video will be available later. So don't worry. I'm pretty excited.
Me too.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So, thank you guys for helping us reach all of these goals.
Thank you.
We are going to spend the next month or so trying to fulfill them. And there will be lots of Patreon posts, by the way, primarily for patrons. So if you're not a patron, you can still become one. Even for as little as $1, you will get access to a fuck ton of content that you would not a metric fuck ton you would not otherwise have access to. You'll get access to these posts where we're going to be asking people a lot of questions about their opinions, scheduling things like the parody writing session, and getting opinions on what we should watch for our commentary track that we put out so you guys can watch a thing with us. So yeah, there's going to be a lot happening on Patreon. Definitely make sure you're checking it or get notifications because we want your input. That's the most important thing is like we're doing this for you. So we want to do it the way that you want us to do it. So we need to hear your opinions. Yeah. So yes, and we're super looking forward to tomorrow. Amanda will hopefully be feeling much better by then.
I'm sure that she will be.
I hope she will sleep a lot tonight and also hydrate.
Yes, that is pretty much all I've been doing all day.
Maybe eat something salty?
I had some cookies. Are those salty?
I mean, they do have salt in them. I mean, it's a good way to get some simple carbohydrates into your system, but you're going to need some salt to throw all that throwing up. So
this is so sexy. Let's talk more about it.
Yes. While Amanda plays with her monkey.
Amanda, tell us about the consistency of the vomit.
No.
Okay.
I will not do that because nobody wants that.
Oh, gosh.
Somebody wants that. I just hope they're not lurking in our chat, waiting to chase us through a parking garage. You're all real pretty. I'd like to hear about your vomit.
If they want to pay us to hear about Amanda's vomit,
Blith, why you gotta do me like that?
Why you gotta do me
God,
like
I forgot about that.
those dudes in the Gen Con elevator? It was so great.
They weren't even nerds. They weren't even there for Gen Con. They were like high school jocks trying to hit on me. It was so creepy.
It was amazing. Blith, how you gonna do us like that?
Bliss. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna be honest. I'd fuck a zombie right about now.
Oh, God, that was amazing. That magic time at Dragon Con. Blythe, we really need to go to Blagon Con.
To Black Dragon Con.
Black Dragon Con.
Actually, I wish there was a Black Dragon Con.
I do too. I totally go.
Black Twitter. No, it's not for you. Black Twitter is like the greatest Twitter.
Yes. Oh, Black Twitter is absolutely amazing. Well, I mean, usually the cons are open to people. You just have to be respectful of the fact that it's not your space, right? You can observe and that sort of thing.
Sure, but if we overrun it with our voyeurism, then it's no longer Black Dragon Con. They can stream it and we can watch from afar.
That'd be cool.
Anyway.
But yes, we need to go to Dragon Con. You need to come with me and Amanda, and we need to go cosplay.
I was gonna say that would be a lot of fun, just to be able to go to a con and enjoy it, not working, but also be able to just cosplay the shit out of the whole weekend.
Of everything. Yeah, being at Dragon Con, like being at a con in your cities can be so much fun. It's yeah, I had actually never really done that before we went to Dragon Con.
You guys know I hate cosplaying, right? So this doesn't sound appealing to me.
You do? I didn't know you hated cosplaying.
I do hate cosplaying.
Oh, I had no idea. Well, you can enjoy other things, and Amanda and I can cosplay.
Say, I have great respect for cosplay and cosplayers, but I myself do not enjoy cosplaying. So, just saying. It just gets awkward and weird, and I don't know if people are wanting to take pictures or what the deal is, or if they're taking stealth pictures. I don't know how to handle that either.
No, they usually just stop you and ask.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's not true. I've done it before.
Well, true, but Dragon Con's different. Like, cosplay is such a huge thing there, right? A lot of people go just to cosplay watch, you know, because it's really
they
awesome.
have like the big costume parade.
Yeah, like an actual parade down a street, not through the convention center.
Right. And they have a big area set aside just for cosplayers to pose, so that you're not like taking up the hallways and stuff like that.
But then what do you do? Like, do you wander around those costumes? But I also don't want to like wander the convention in my costume. And if I do, then it's weird because people are just like stopping and taking pictures, and I don't know if I should just ignore them or stop and pose because they don't fucking approach you. And it's just
like at Dragon Con, everyone stopped and approached us. I didn't.
Yeah,
it was people trying to like.
Maybe you just don't notice them, because I get like, of course, there's lots of people who stopped me and wanted to take a picture. I get that, but I am also incredibly aware of creepers. So people who are like taking stealth photos and shit, I definitely also notice and don't know how to handle them. And that's when I get weird and don't know what to do with myself in cosplay.
So much like with role playing, this experience has been unfortunately ruined by creeper assholes for you.
I wouldn't even say they're necessarily assholes. They're just fucking awkward dudes.
If somebody's trying to stealth photo like your butt or something, that's...
No, they're just trying to stealth photo you.
Oh.
It's not...
Oh, I see. I thought you meant like the stealth photos like upskirts or things like that.
No, they just don't have the balls to approach you. So they just like stop and like are taking pictures like weirdly, like they're trying to hide that they're taking a picture, not because they're taking pictures of something inappropriate, but because they're just awkward and don't know how to just go up and say like, hey, can I have your picture?
You have some kind of awkward magnetons on you.
I'm telling you, it's not that. It's just that you don't have awareness of it otherwise. I'm really good at spotting these things.
Ah, okay. Because I'm like, I've never noticed that. Like,
it happened. I guarantee you. I mean, there was that year at Gen Con where I caught some creeper taking pics of like various members of our butts at Gen Con.
Well, yeah, but that's what I meant by stealth photoing, like almost trying for an upskirt shot.
Sure,
basically.
I'm just saying no one else noticed that guy, and we were standing in a very large group, so I was the one that noticed that fucking creeper.
Because you were the one who took a picture of him and posted it on Comic Con Creepers, which was
Yes,
amazing.
I did. Yes. So anyway, I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know. I would try. I would do it again. I just when I'm stuck in the costume, I just feel weird and I don't know what to do with myself. And then when there's other weird people, then I'm doubly weird. I don't love it. I don't love it. So that's all.
It's still fun, even if you're not in costume. Like the second year we went, I didn't do any cosplay. I still enjoyed myself. I was sick.
How about I cosplay a drunk bitch?
I'm okay with that.
Amanda's not okay with it.
Whatever, man. I'm cosplaying a hungover bitch right now. How's it going? Am I doing a good job?
Nailing
Amazing.
it.
Thanks.
I've never seen a better hungover bitch ever.
I
It's pretty
appreciate that.
incredible. Oh no, people in the chat have suggested Bad Dragon Con.
Yeah, that's. God, if somebody hasn't already mashed those up in some form of meme, somebody should. I started to say we, and then I was like, I'm not going to do that.
Also, Justin, you've met other guys in Gen Con elevators. I am crushed. No, baby, it was only you.
Get out of here.
You guys are the best.
Ugh, they were just rando kids in a hotel elevator. It wasn't even good.
We were all dressed up super fancy too, because we were going to that party we'd been invited to.
Yeah.
Like we were in like dresses.
That's true.
We were not totes cash.
It's also true.
And I talked to that one game developer who's super fascinated by adult babies.
That's weird.
But he was weirded out by the fact that I love those TV shows where people, they dramatize bad deaths of stupid people.
What?
So they're like TV shows where it's like, here are the top 10 ridiculous ways in which somebody died, and they like reenact it.
Yeah, I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, that's awful. And I'm like, well, tell me something weird that you're into. And he was like, oh, adult babies. I'm like, it was a weird conversation.
That's fair. Well, I think we should wrap it up because it's fucking 10 o'clock and we're going to be back here in like 24 hours.
For another 3-hour session, so.
Yes. So let's let poor Amanda sleep.
Yes.
Yes, please.
So thank you to everyone who's hung out with us today. Thank you to everyone who is a patron. If you are not a patron, please consider becoming one. $1 gets you a metric fuck ton. Is that what we decided?
Yes, a metric fuck ton.
Although
it's been asked by JD, I think, how many metric fuck tons are in an imperial shitload.
Oh, indeed. So there you go. So even just $1 a month gets you a metric fuck ton of additional content that you would not otherwise have access to. So definitely consider it. And of course, we're going to be back here tomorrow, 9 o'clock Central Time. And as usual, we will be podcasting Wednesday, 8 p.m. from now until the foreseeable future. So
from now until we die.
Yeah, that. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this fucking Damselversary week of celebration. Thank you guys for being here, and
also go see Infinity War. All of you.
Yeah, I'm going on Tuesday.
I'm probably gonna go tomorrow.
Good. We'll talk about it on Wednesday. We'll have ourselves
a
little spoiler cast. Although we might make a different private one so that we don't spoil anyone.
Yeah.
Secret privates.
It's still really fresh. Anyway.
So fresh and so clean.
Okay. So look for that as a little like bonus podcast probably. And I think that's it. Yeah.
I'm going to go eat some food.
Yes. Do that. All right, guys. Have a good night.
Bye, guys. This has been awesome. Thank you so much.
Deuces.
Jetpack.